All right, we're live. So yeah, I gave an open
5,
invitation to
4,
no, we're live. We're
3,
live now. What are you doing? We're
2,
live.
1. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream.
All right, so open invitation to whoever received the email, but yes, so it's gonna be like a stream like every other time, but just with a guest. Wait, were we not live before? I thought we were live. Were you when you were counting?
No, yeah, we were live.
Oh, okay, we were live. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, as always, anyone can kind of ask questions, and I'll answer it only for about $40,000 donation, as per usual for every single stream.
Or for one of these double chocolate pokey sticks. Or is it Pocky? I don't know.
Is it Taki?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah, chocolatey.
So yeah, per the title, it's actually what did I name this? I forgot what I even named it.
Sunday Night Live, turning a page. It's your book review stream.
Yes, it's my book review stream. No, I'm only like kind of just discussing. So in the next couple weeks, my things are going to be kind of changing in terms of ability to post as much content, but still posting enough content to hopefully satisfy you guys. But just letting everyone know that things are changing. You love listening to my soothing voice. Okay. Is it actually good? I don't know. I hope it's the microphone quality. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So good to know. Because I always wondered, is the quality good enough or to the satisfaction of all the viewers? So by the way, just in case anyone was wondering, you should check out our sponsors in the description below: the SEC, the IRS, the FTC, and
Treasury.gov.
At Treasury.gov, and the FDIC. All of those are our sponsors for today. Okay. So we got, is that another Chinese VIE, Elemental Tamago? Is that another one? Yeah. No worries. I mean, I'm going to be doing them more often because I got a lot of good reception from them. Just a casual hangout that we can do in the Discord. Of course, as it grows, it's going to be like really hard, to kind of manage all of that. But yeah. We'll do it definitely more often. It was really fun that once we stayed up, I think, till like, jeez, I don't even remember. Well, I mean, I stayed on forever because I was interacting with you guys from different parts of the world. And yeah, I didn't get any work done that day. I just kept, more people kept joining as it went through. And I was like, all right, cool. And I got to know a lot of you, which was really nice. So a lot of you, I can put voices behind the names now, which is nice too. Okay, so we got a question on and by the way, you guys can literally ask whatever you want. Okay, so if it's stock related, if it's other stuff, it's other stuff. All right, just remember, I only do it for $40,000. So what are your thoughts on Starbucks at current valuation?
Too high.
Too high for you, Cole?
Yeah.
All right, so for me, honestly, last time I checked, and I have to actually pull up. Geez, I have too many freaking tabs open. I wonder why. Let me actually separate this and shove all of this over here to the side and minimize it.
You're not going to make it in the 2020s just selling coffee.
What?
Dude, that's a good mic that picked up that creaky door. Sounded like it was a sound effect from a movie.
No, my wife just entered the room. So, because for some context, we're in the gym room that's been retrofitted, and the gym room's doors are bookshelves.
Yeah,
they're not even actual doors.
The gym room that you're going to be renovating into the baby room.
No. This is the studio. So it's gym room that's renovated into the studio, sort of, kind of. I mean, I just painted walls, and that's pretty much it. Some of the equipment's still over there. So anyways, Starbucks is sitting at about $79.26. A lot of people look at this as, well, do you think people in the dividend investing community kind of look at this as McDonald's-esque or McDonald's-like? Because it's not really the same business model whatsoever. They have a lot of corporate-owned stores versus, that's not for this stream. But
I'll take. That's a good, because I was waiting to say, for every $10 donation we get, Fabio will go grab one of the dumbbells sitting behind the camera. We'll do 5 curls for each $10 donation.
You know what? It's funny. It's because it's stuck at 55 pounds. It's one of those Bowflex ones.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to curl 55 pounds. But I can do that. But it's fine. If actually that is something that people desire. for whatever reason that would be.
What more could people want?
What more could people want? Exactly.
Anyway, what about Cuervo?
Okay, so let's pull that comment up, and then we'll come back to Starbucks. All right, so take on Corvo and semiconductor industry. So semiconductor industry as a whole has a lot of tailwinds, except in the medium to short term, you're going to have. So the headwinds are basically around sentiment regarding a lot of the investment that's necessary on a case-by-case basis, because that's in reality how do you have to look at this. But let's take, like a bird's eye view of this. A lot of the investor sentiment is that, okay, well, what's the B2B investment going to be? Is it going to be accelerating, decelerating? And how does the macroeconomic backdrop kind of affect that? For now, it does seem that investors are kind of pricing in some form of slowdown in those respects. So, because if you look at something like AMD and NVIDIA across the board, I don't think anyone disputes the very long tailwinds behind these companies. Some of the details can differ. If you speak to anyone who works in the industry, they might be able to provide some more color, for example, on the specific technologies that each one's developing and how that kind of manifests itself in the business world, or, in the various industries that they're kind of trying to compete in. But overall, lots of tailwinds. There's definitely going to be some diamonds in the rough that as people kind of discard these, we might find some interesting opportunities. Now, Corvo, if I remember correctly, does a lot of RF, if I remember, and I actually can find this out pretty quickly. So QRVO, I just off the top of my head, I think they do a lot of RF. Yeah, radio frequency. Yep. So
I'm just here for jokes, by the way.
No, I want your opinion on the RF industry as a whole. So radio frequencies, you can think of other companies such as Skyworks Solutions. Corvo, I believe, operates or competes and tries to get the for lack of a better term, more of the mass markets. Skyworks, from my understanding, is focused more on the higher end. So Skyworks has huge, big partnerships or a strong relationship with the likes of Apple. Corvo, you'll find in a lot of the other phones, though. But yeah, RF applications. So one thing about RF application is that from now, what I've learned about RF is that it's a dying breed. There's less and less people who know how to develop and do research in this field. So it's really interesting how things are playing out. I think it's interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's interesting. So, yes.
I think radio frequencies are too high. Like all the radio channels are like 80 to 100. Like when am I going to get like a 50?
I don't know, man. So if we're going to pull up, let's go into their financials. And someone actually just said, because that's correct. Well, to some degree, with some variation of debate, is that semiconductors are more cyclical than oil. They're cyclical. They are cyclical. And like I said, when everyone's kind of discarding them, you're going to probably be able to find some diamonds in the rough. Okay. And so the tailwinds are there and easily identifiable. The ones that are the highest quality, the market already has identified them as really high quality. That, tends to be the case. We've talked about that plenty of times, how when the market all knows that one stock or one company is a quote unquote quality company, it's going to be pricing it as such. All right. So let's go to their SEC filings and kind of just, my wife's asking what snack you're eating, Cole.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not technically Pocky brand, but I mean that's.
He says it's not Taki brand, but it's.
Oh, not Taki.
Not Takis. He's saying not Takis. All right, I'm gonna pull up their financials right here, and then we can take a look at them.
Oh, I love Takis.
Oh, they're not Takis.
She says it's kind of like Takis, right?
No, Pocky.
Oh, Pocky.
Yes.
Pocky.
Yes, that's what I'm eating.
All right, so let's go ahead and share our screen here. You guys will be able to see it. Don't worry, it's on the good screen. So let's kind of close some of this stuff. SEC filings, Corvo. Okay, that's all we need. All right, so going through this, I want to actually just take a look at just kind of a quick glance, because that's what we're doing here.
These financial statements were submitted to our sponsor.
Yeah. These financial statements were submitted to our sponsor, the SEC. Check in the description down in the comments section below. Each time you file your SEC filings, we generate a percentage. Okay, so
you know how much we make per filing, Fabio?
How much do we make per filing?
We make $10K.
$10K.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, guys.
Yeah. All right. So on a debt basis, just preliminary look, it doesn't look like they have any issues regarding that. So very well capitalized in that front. Goodwill doesn't make a massive portion to the point where you'd be concerned. They've been doing some acquisitions over the course of the history of the company, but it's not so much that we can say more than half or the vast majority of the assets on the books are goodwill, right? All in all, pretty good. So this is the 10K, by the way. If I forgot to mention that, but Cole kind of mentioned in the joke. And so we're looking at the cash flows on an annualized basis. We do see that free cash flow is pretty strong. They are cash flow positive in every single year. Now, cash flows from operations are declining from fiscal year 2021 to fiscal year 2022. We got another one. Oh, okay. And also, I want to also let you guys know, because I've received this question before. So just to let everyone know, for these foreign donations, which we'll get to in a sec after we finish this. But
you get double taxed.
No, we don't get double taxed. People ask me, does it convert immediately? It does. The creator does not see it in pounds, for example, in that example. Okay, so looking through the rest of this, I mean, for what I want to know is what are the projections for this specific business in terms of growth? Because I haven't looked at or enough for me to actually come out with any projections, but analyst projections might vary in terms of what they expect going forward for the next 5 maybe years or so. And if I actually kind of see, pull up this, let me see what the expectation is for the next year. Okay, so yeah, growth is expected to decline to about 7-ish%. And that kind of goes in line with the general sentiment around the semiconductor industry. But yeah, so Corvo, what is their market cap? Let's actually pull that up. QRVO.
I'd also like an accounting lesson from you real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Ask a question.
Explain goodwill to me.
So goodwill,
it's not like a real thing. Right? It's not a physical thing.
No. So goodwill. Well, let's pull up. Where's goodwill? We got to go to the assets. Goodwill. Okay.
They have it. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money, right?
Well, yeah, that's their estimated valuation of what they basically paid over the quote unquote fair value of an acquisition. So when you pay above what is the accounting fair value of a business, you record that as goodwill. And so that's what us accountants will do for that. Okay, so what can happen? Let's go to an example like Altria, because we're getting into this accounting question. Then we're going to go to Michael Hill's question. But if we go to Altria buys Jewel, and I'll remind you of this story. You might remember this. Okay, so that's the original one. I want to see. Okay, this is the one. So you might remember this, CNBC. Here we go. So they took a 35% stake. No, get away. A 35% stake in Jewel, and they valued the company at about $38 billion. That's because what they purchased, which was about $12.8 billion, that's what they put into the company. So there was a valuation. There was a quote unquote fair value. Altria paid above that. And if we were to go into their financials, you would see a write down, which actually is what this story is all about. So this story, they took an impairment charge. So they wrote down that value that they overpaid for the company. And so when you actually see in terms of on a GAAP net income basis, it actually records as a negative, as a loss, an accounting loss. So no cash was actually
black magic.
Yeah, no cash was actually lost in this instance. It's a non-cash expense, but it's them recording, and it's not free money. No, they're recording that they made a bad investment because it's like a paper loss, but almost like a paper loss that you messed up on. You know what I mean? Am I kind of making sense? I'm trying to simplify it, but yeah. So
is goodwill inherently good or bad on the balance sheet?
Okay, so it can be a big concern. Intangible assets can be a part where there tends to be there's a tendency that a lot of fraud is found in those. There's a tendency, not like a causation. Correlation doesn't prove causation. It's not every single time. It's not necessarily that every single time it's a bad thing or always a bad thing. It can be, and it's something you would like to probably keep an eye on. Right. Do further digging on that. It's usually indicative of something. If the company has a ton of goodwill, they've been just acquiring tons and tons and tons of assets. Maybe it's a sign of empire building, which is a thing that companies like to do on occasion.
You said that's what you're doing with your YouTube channel.
Empire building?
Empire building, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm acquiring other YouTube channels. I acquired your YouTube channel.
Oh no, it's gonna be a huge write down on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to, well, let me actually just answer this last question. So about $9 billion. So I think they are smaller than their competitor SWKS, Skyworks Solutions, which also does RF. Yeah, 14.66 billion. I believe last time I checked, Skyworks has a better balance sheet, and Skyworks is interesting because it's actually retraced itself all the way back down to around these levels. So really interesting. But the concerns are that their customers might be pushing a lot of things in-house over time. This could be happening, but there you go. All right, so now we're getting a question from, what are your thoughts on Weight Watchers WW stock? So let's put WW. All right, so WW International. So we're looking at small cap, $500 million. Is this let me make sure. Is Weight Watchers an MLM?
No, I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
I think I know what you're. There's an MLM that's similar.
All right, so let's go to investors. Oh, there was right there. I could just take me right there.
Yeah.
We can go to the presentation for that sales pitch. We want to watch the CEO message.
Yeah. In Wisconsin, Weight Watchers is the most popular porn category.
Let's go to that. It's the what?
And you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're like looking way off to the side.
I don't know if those are too popular. Back in the day, they were.
Weight Watchers does meetings?
They used to do meetings.
Meetings? What do you mean, like business meetings?
No, like the women that want to.
It was like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for.
Oh,
It was a
interesting.
community.
There's probably always getting.
I made that up, so I'm not sure.
I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. So let's go here. Let's see if we can. This is the quarterly, so it's gonna be the most up to date because the most recent one. Financial statements, balance sheets, man. The balance sheets. Zoom in. All right. So taking a look at this, we're just going to try to decipher out the health of this company. Cash and cash equivalents about 100.
That's funny, Fabio.
Yeah, you got it. Finally. I got one. Yeah. All right. So cash and cash equivalents sitting about 127 million, down from the previous quarter measure. Okay, so we'll remember that. Put a pin in that. Let's go down to the long-term debt. Oh, okay, right there. Long-term debts. It's one of these classic ones that has so much debt on the balance sheet relative to its size. So we were looking at some of these other retail ones, such as BBBY, which is Bed Bath and Beyond, and the other one. What's the other one? Kohl's. I think Kohl's. Was it Kohl's? One of those two. So two of those are always like that, and they were asked before. So lots of leverage here. On a short-term basis, accounts payable. No. Okay, so nothing like crazy here. They can definitely, yeah. Let's take a
debt is good because it lets you grow revenue.
Yeah, totally. It's always really good.
Like they probably bought a bunch of real estate and are renting it out.
I mean, they're gonna have a positive current ratio. So on both accounts. So
do companies ever have like random investments like a Bed Bath and Beyond owns like a rental property for like no apparent reason?
Not necessarily, and they probably shouldn't, because it really does depend on what the goals of the company are. Like they shouldn't. So a company shouldn't go and invest necessarily into other companies if they have projects at hand that would more likely yield a higher return. So, for example, what you're describing, a lot of times a business can find a project that can yield, let's say, I'm going to make up a number, 30%. And then they find a property that with leverage can yield, I don't know, 20%, right? More often than not, internal projects are going to yield higher returns. And then on top of that, you got to ask yourself if the shareholders at the end of the day would either desire that income to come towards them, or would prefer the company to then just invest into external unrelated assets out there. So, there's companies that do that, can do that, but it doesn't make sense for all companies to do that. So you'd have to trust the management team for sure if they were going to be doing that. Like, for example, publicly traded companies that are doing that all the time is like Markel, Berkshire Hathaway, Boston Omaha, it's just to name a few. But yeah, they basically do that. So they have a main business and then they invest into other businesses. But the kind of concept is that you shouldn't be squandering the projects that you have available to you internally, for your business. All right. So, I mean, we're looking at it from a quarterly basis, but okay. So cash flow is negative. Cash flow is negative. I'd wonder if on an annualized basis, it's right now negative. The company's losing money hand over fist. And if I were to pull up the stock price over the past 5 years, it's down 80%.
And if you put your pointer on the midway through 2018 part, then it's actually down like 95%.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 93, close, but very
Dear
close.
God.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I mean,
Yeah.
that does take some skill. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
also,
they have more losses than their customers.
yeah, the stock price lost more in value than their customers lost in weight, probably. Yeah, you definitely did not lose 93% of your weight. All right. But all in all, like, it would take skill because you'd have to hold it through this whole time period to get to this point. And then you're like, gosh
Yeah,
darn it.
here's the not to just to shit on individual investors real quick. Somebody bought that at $100, and when it fell to like $20, they're like, "Well, I'm a long-term investor, so I'll just keep holding." And now it's at $6. That's
Yeah, no. That's like a kind of a lesson that just because when a stock falls, you could have just been wrong, right? Yeah, it's a fallacy to think that it's just going to recover to where it was. But yeah,
yeah. I see people say that constantly, like especially with ARK. They're like, "Well, I'm going to hold it because it's a long-term investment." I'm like, "Well, there's other long-term investments out there."
yeah. I mean, I think there was like a spike in volume around here. A lot of people started buying.
Yeah, I think over half their no, it was like 80% of their inflows came at the beginning of 2021, like the first few months.
Wow, beginning of 2021.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
A lot of people lost money.
Yeah. How's Sark? Well, let's actually compare it to Sark.
I thought Sark came in like way too late because Sark came out when it was already down like 30%. I was like, this is not going to make money. It made a lot of money.
No. Look. This is so let's pull up that. Yeah. So it did. You're right, but it came out right here. So it didn't come out here, but it came out here.
Yeah, I thought it. I was like, this came out too late. It's not gonna. But no, it's. Is it up what 100% or okay? It's close to 100% up.
So now, over the past 5 years, Sark has been a better performer in totality. So you give
and it's
ARK
only
Invest,
existed for like a couple months.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you give ARK Invest all of its existence in the past 5 years, not all of its existence, but in the past 5 years, Sark beats it out of the water. All right, let's go to the max. So all in all, ARK Innovation has only returned about 102. How are they doing compared to the S&P now? Let's compare.
Well, I don't think you should compare your investments to the S&P.
Oh yeah. I forgot. That's stupid. All right, so let's compare it over the past 5 years. Okay, so the S&P is actually beating ARK Invest now, because I remember everyone's like, no, think of the long term. Look at the long term. They were saying that all throughout here.
Even though nobody bought ARK in 2017, like nobody talked about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Well, even if you did,
yeah.
That long term did not pan out so far. I mean, I don't want to say.
Well, except they sold at the top.
Yeah, of course. So my final thoughts on Weight Watchers is it's a falling knife. I'd have to really understand this business to feel
the
comfortable
customer
personally.
should put down the knife.
In what way, Cole? Please explain. You can't just leave it there. You have to go further.
Yeah, stop eating. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant.
Oh, geez, God damn, Fabio! It's Weight Watchers. It's an obvious eating joke.
Yeah. Okay, so I see some people were talking about Goodwill and like as the Goodwill store. That's funny bacon. That's funny bacon.
We also have a Brazilian viewer.
BBW. Is that a stock? Is that actually a stock?
Fabio, don't search that.
No, it is. It is. You see?
That's not what he meant.
Nah, that is what he meant. All right, so Build-A-Bear. Wow, Build-A-Bear. Look at this.
That's not a knife.
Did you guys
Dan
like
Weston? I see you played Knifey Spoony before.
All right, so Build-A-Bear Workshop. Wow, I haven't been to this thing since I was like 7, 6.
Yeah, if you go on your kid's birthday, you can get a bear for the dollar price is their age. So if they're 2, you get a bear for $2.
Seriously? No.
Yeah, I don't know how you prove their date of birth, but
All right. So,
So if you'd invested in Build-A-Bear at IPO, and now compare that to SPY,
all
because
right.
I think Build-A-Bear comes out on top. Oh no! Turns out I was off.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Although
Right.
you're looking at the whole duration for. Does it let you go to just when Build-A-Bear IPO'd?
Let's go to 5 years after that
Oh, ooh,
massive
wow!
run up. Yeah, no, after
That's
that
not bad.
massive run up by Build-A-Bear, we are simply at what, just almost meeting the market.
So really, whether you invest in the S&P or you invest in Build-A-Bear, it's really a coin flip.
Yeah. If you look at it from the past year, look at that. It's really over the past 2 to 3 years.
So I can make a video right now about how to beat the market, and it's just allocate half your portfolio to Build-A-Bear, back test it a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're talking about back testing. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Walgreens, WBA falling low, might roll outs of CVS into WBA. The valuation is disconnected, just keeps growing and is getting enticing. Thoughts? Well, remember, so Walgreens, when I talked in the past about Walgreens and CVS, one thing that I did not kind of like about CVS, but turns out to be also a strength for CVS in times like this, in times of liquidity crunch, rising rates, etc., is their insurance arm. The insurance arm of their business. If you actually let's actually pull up their performance this far. Walgreens doesn't own an insurance company right now, but CVS does. And then let's compare. And that's actually, in my opinion, most likely been the cause of the severance in performance more recently. So this is the past day, but let's look at the year, for example.
Maybe I'm completely off on that. I want to see, maybe do other people think this too. My whole life, I only go to Walgreens if I can't find a CVS. Like I would always prefer to go to CVS.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Why is that? I want to know.
I have no idea.
Really?
To me, it seems CVS seems like the name brand, and Walgreens has always seemed like a knockoff to me. I don't know why I got that. No idea why I got that impression, but that's what my brain has always thought.
Wow. I've heard a lot of people say they prefer Walgreens in terms of, I mean, for example, for me, I go, well, there's not really a CVS near
It
me.
might have been because when I was in college, there was a CVS like right off of campus, so I would always go to that whenever I needed something. So maybe that's what it's from.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I'm
From
texting
Walgreens.
because
Yeah.
these peasants are asking about 4th of July.
Yeah, you said you don't celebrate that. What's the Venezuelan Independence Day?
Oh, I don't even know, man.
There's fireworks.
Oh, it's fireworks already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's funny about my town is you don't actually know if it's fireworks or gunshots.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay, so that's nice, Cole. I feel good for you.
Yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Murder capital of the world, by the way. I think we've fallen, but there was at least one year we had the most murders in the world.
Wait, you beat Miami?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, it's not even
Chicago?
a contest. Not even a contest.
Let me
Google this to make sure.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna be like way off. We're gonna be like.
But yeah, kind of finishing up while he's looking up, sad facts.
Yeah.
Kind of looking at Walgreens. I believe last time I checked, Walgreens in terms of, well, let's not make a guess right now. Let's go to Walgreens, and then
hey guys, we're only number 6 in the U.S. now. We made it.
You guys made it.
We are behind. I'm just gonna, because we're number 6. I'll just do the top 5 real quick. Dayton, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Birmingham, Alabama, Baltimore, Maryland, and number 1, St. Louis, Missouri. I didn't see that coming.
Am I blind? Where am I supposed to find your?
Well, if you are blind, you could probably go to Walgreens and get a prescription.
Trying to find Explore.
Fuck you, Fabio.
Sorry, no, I'm trying to find their. I think I'm blind in order to find this stupid. Oh, here we go. There we go. SEC filings. Let's go to.
Click the link in the description.
Yes. Yeah. Link in the description. I just want to see their most recent balance sheets. All right.
Yeah, isn't there 4 of them?
What do you mean? Oh yeah. There's 4 balance sheets. There's 4 balance sheets.
I never fully understood because I didn't watch his video, so I don't fully understand that joke.
It's just like a little,
What was he trying to say?
Financial statements, but he said balance sheets.
And
So-
balance sheets are one of the 4 financial statements.
Balance sheet is
Balance
one.
sheet, yeah. But because there's
Uh,
only one, it can't balance. So that's why there has to be an
can't
even
balance.
number, like 4. Yeah.
Let's go keep it to quarterly and then PDF. Since we're both looking at PDFs. All right, so balance sheet. Here we go. There we go.
Balance sheet.
I literally just heard a child scream.
Yeah, they're in fireworks.
It's the fireworks. All right,
They're screaming.
none of my business. Open the window. Just go. Stop yelling, kids.
He's like, I've been
anyways.
shot.
Stop, Cole. It's terrible. Those weren't fireworks. Oh god.
Fabio's getting questioned by police. He's like, I thought it was just 4th of July.
I'm just here doing a live stream, fellas. All right, so this one, wait, which one's this one? This one's Walgreens. All right, so Walgreens 2.2 billion in cash. They actually were able to alleviate or help out their balance sheet quite a bit by doing a deal with AmerisourceBergen, which I think they own 25%, which is something you don't get with CVS. So Walgreens sold their division to AmerisourceBergen. In exchange, I think they got 29%. They sold off some of it recently, which I think was a good move. AmerisourceBergen had recently rallied tremendously, and so they took some profits off the table. Looking at the long-term debt, it's manageable at 10.6 billion. It is up from the previous quarter from 7.6. Cash, though, is 2.2. So overall, if I were to probably look at it through the lens of operations, it's really manageable. Now, Cole, would you say, in your opinion, thus far, that the goodwill is a manageable level relative to the total assets, or not? Let me rephrase that question. Not of a tremendous amount of concern where you'd be like, oh my gosh, like all of it's goodwill.
It looks good to me, Chief.
Yeah, looks pretty good. And then, so I agree with that statement. So then kind of quickly glancing over here at CVS. Okay, so a little bit more cash there, cash declining quarter over quarter from the same, from December 31st, 2021. And going down the line, I want to see just, are they, how leveraged are they in comparison? So you see here, 52 billion in debt. That is coming from their acquisition. So under that context, we're like, okay, that kind of makes sense. A lot of the other line items here gets pretty interesting because now we have to understand they do have an insurance arm of their business. Makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of understand. And now we have a $79 billion in goodwill. All right. Looks like a lot relative to the totality of assets. Still not really that much of a concern, but it's a lot more than Walgreens because under the context that we're kind of saying, okay, well, they acquired a big company. So they have that going for them. That kind of adds a little bit of spice. Walgreens is going for the different strategy of partnerships, while CVS is kind of going for, I want to own it and vertically integrate it. You might like one or the other. So kind of switching one into the other. For the most part, I would say that they probably are going to be pretty correlated, except that CVS shouldn't correlate too much to Walgreens anymore, right? As much as before, because they're not entirely the same business. For the most part, they are.
What would you do if their short-term debt was all buying Tattooed Chef on margin?
That would probably be a big concern to me. I'd then probably expect a lot of people to also be concerned and the short interest to be pretty high. Especially because they just bought perishable goods. So I don't know how long it'll last. All right. So we have a question for you, Thais. Would you ask your wife if there's any Brazilian company I should look into? Not financial advice, of course.
Been here for 11 years, but I have been here for 11 years as well, so I really don't.
Oh, so yeah.
I'm more of the
Yeah.
American.
She's been here for 11 years too. If you've been here for 11 years, she's been here for 11 years. You guys know about the same then.
Dude, maybe
in terms
this
of that.
is your wife then.
Oh, no, you're not my wife anymore.
Yeah.
Samuel is my wife.
What?
Samuel's my wife. He's the Brazilian.
They both
I
been
didn't
here
mean
for
to
11
assume your
years.
gender, Samuel. But if you're, I'll make it work. Whatever it is, I'll make it work. You're my
I think
wife.
Brazil has some wax company my girlfriend uses.
Cole told me. You've been replaced. I'm Darth Sidious. All right. Anyways, just a little stupid Star Wars joke. All right. So
Yeah, I didn't even get it.
you didn't even get it. He's always replacing people. Darth Sidious is always
That's what he's famous for.
Yeah,
That's why when he first met Luke Skywalker called him the Replacer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Her father was invested heavily in Vale.
No, back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, the people who drive cars and park them for you.
Yeah, valet. Yeah, valet parking. That's exactly what it is. I see he's strong. Don't worry.
Saves back in the day.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Not
Back
financial
in the
advice.
day, back in
Not
the
financial
day.
What
advice.
was it? Fabio, explain this like a long time ago.
They can hear you.
I don't think they can.
All
I can't
right,
really
so-
make out what she's saying though. It's just like it's almost like a Peanuts, like
Peanuts.
wah, 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 wah.
Well, I mean the mic does its job, I guess, in that regards. So is JP Morgan a falling knife? All right, let me remove some of these tabs. It's like too much tabs here.
You know what? Stock is a falling knife.
What?
Cutco,
Cutco. Oh, you know Cutco.
because they sell
That's an M1,
knives, Fabio. Yes, they are an ML.
Are they publicly traded?
Let's find out.
All right, so you look that up. I don't think JP Morgan Chase follows the term of a falling knife. I mean, JP Morgan Chase is the bellwether of banks. That's kind of my quick thoughts on that. That's not a knife. That's a spoon. I don't know. That's why I'm referring to something else.
Doesn't seem like it.
Even though I thought I did this as a joke before. Yeah, okay. I mean, D's is actually it's not. It is not. I don't
We
see
should
it.
make that though. Do you know how rich we would get? If
Yeah,
we made a nut company with the ticker symbol
Capital
D's.
Mindset should 100% IPO with ticker symbol DEEZ. DEEZ, like some crazy micro cap.
Yeah, like
just
we
like-
just sell we sell 2 bags of peanuts, and the dumbasses will just buy the stock of, and you just dilute
two peanuts per bag.
it.
Just sell it for $20. I mean, if that chick can sell her bathwater for I don't know how much it was.
She's not just a chick. She's hold
What?
on, I'm gonna remember now. Bella Delphine. That's right.
Whoever the heck, I don't really care. She was able to sell bathwater. All right.
Yeah, do you know she's British?
This girl.
Doesn't look it.
Chicken. This chicken was able to sell her
No, not a chicken. A girl. A chick. No, like yeah.
Yeah, because in
What-
Brazil, chicks refer to chickens.
Yeah. Oh wow. You know.
Explode.
Yeah, they're gonna explode the house. All right, so let's see this Hood. I keep most of my money with big brokerages, but do you think Hood will be around long term? And can you talk about what FDIC insurance is?
Okay, so Hood doesn't have FDIC insurance.
Yes, I was okay. Good. Yeah,
That's the first
Cole's really good for this one.
Not really. Yeah, so FDIC insurance insures your bank accounts. So like if you have a bank account at Chase and Chase goes bankrupt and you have your money there, it's insured up to $250,000 per depositor, per account ownership type, per institution.
Yep.
But yes, so Robinhood is it SIPC or SPIC?
SIPC.
SIPC.
And then
Which
that's the
I think
numbers
it's
are
the
different.
same, similar. Oh, is it a different insurance amount?
No. So it's going to be 500,000 in cash and securities, and then 250,000 in cash.
Mm.
Basically the same thing. So, but
But
yeah,
yes, if Hood goes bankrupt, well, actually, what happens if Robinhood goes bankrupt? They don't like liquidate your stocks you own, right? You can just transfer them?
you transfer it over. So for the most part, it should be a clean process. But I don't want to dig on Robinhood too much because I like their UI.
Best UI by far.
Yeah, best UI by far. I like everyone else. Take notes on the UI for Robinhood and try to make it like that.
Who is watching this right now that should be taking notes for their stock trading app?
Why do you think that I know that there's someone from Robinhood or sorry from another?
No,
bank?
it sounds like you know there's like bigwigs watching. You're like, take notes, guys.
Well,
Like the creator of Hungry Bowl might be here.
no, he 100% does not watch this channel. He doesn't watch this channel. I mean, because I don't even really talk about him explicitly. I talk about him almost in passing. But yeah, because I don't want to startle him. He's on the what he's on.
Cocaine.
No, yeah, totally. All right, but no, all in all, like, okay, I don't think that they could go bankrupt. I have no idea really. But if they do, and you're under those limits, you should be fine. And for the most part, it should be a easy process to kind of transition it over. But yeah, I personally agree. But mainly for me, I have it for the convenience sake of transferring between my accounts. So I like to have a bank that I have a good relationship with, and then I also have a brokerage with, and they give me benefits for having more and more assets with them. That's what I look for. If I don't get that sort of benefit, I don't get that incentive to put more money with you. Period. I want you to want my money. And yeah, that's how you should do it. You should shop around. You're the customer. You're the one in the right.
But so when would SIPC come up?
What do you mean?
When would SIPC insurance come up?
What do you mean in the instance of like failure of the brokerage? Same like a bank.
I thought we said we could just transfer the shares over.
Yeah, no, you could transfer the shares, and it should be. It's there as an insurance. If S hits the fan, if that's not able to happen, you're covered for that.
What would make it not happen?
Okay, so I don't know, probably like a situation where maybe they lent out all your shares on margin, as an example, and they don't have your shares.
Anyway, the good news is FTX is going to buy them anyway, so there's no
FTX
issue.
is going to buy them anyway, and they're going to be gone. They're going to be all part of the conglomerate, the monster. Okay, so pharmacies have very little margin on prescriptions. Is that sort of a loss leader for the stores? I wouldn't say it's a loss leader, but they have the convenience store there and the pharmacies are in the back as a obvious strategy to get you to walk through it, and maybe you pick something up. They're also pretty convenient because of the locations. They're pretty close to everyone. They try to be. So they try to be that place where I go to pick up medicine and I might as well pick up something else. And
I might get like a $7 gallon of milk.
Is that how much it costs? I didn't pay attention.
Dude, all their grocery stuff is insane. Like I think like I didn't at the time I didn't have a car, and like the only store within walking distance when I was at college was the CVS. And I was like, I'm gonna make burgers. So I think it was July 4th. Speaking of being tomorrow,
yeah.
And they have like a pound. They sell pounds of ground beef there, and like 1 pound of ground beef was like $8 or something. That's like this is such a ripoff.
Oh, I forgot we had sushi. All right, but after, sweetie, after. Unless you want to bring it here, and I'm just be like, oh yeah, but I don't want to. This is not
mukbang. With your
wife,
dude.
This is not mukbang.
Mukbang.
After. All right, so I got a question about where was it? I lost myself. Oh, here we are. So I had a question about Rio. So Rio Tinto, capital mindset. Because by the way, this you can ask anything. You can explain what the point of you having only 0.12% in Rio Tinto, any gains or losses will be relevant overall? No, unless, well, that's because under the context of where it used to be, Rio Tinto served a purpose in the past. They're getting unwinded. So BHP, Rio Tinto, ConocoPhillips was already gone. BHP's pretty much gone as well, and Rio Tinto as well as too. So all of them are pretty much gone. So they're 0.12% right now because they've been eliminated pretty much, right? So they used to serve. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Jesus Christ, that is 100%. You see this? That's right across the street. All right.
Oh, that was a blender.
No, that's the fireworks. That's literally the fireworks. That's the New Yorkers who moved across the street.
Yeah, those damn Yankees.
Those dang Yankees. They never had a house before,
What's that stereotype?
No, it's a joke because they have
Northerners don't own houses.
They have apartments. I don't know. No, because they're from New York City. So they have apartments.
What I hear about New York City?
Homeless.
I heard New York City has like this giant statue of like a woman.
Yeah.
With like a torch.
Yeah.
I've never been. Is that true?
You're joking. Obviously, yeah. All right, but yeah, I hope that explains that. Good question though. So,
is JP Morgan Chase a falling knife?
No, I don't think so.
Nice.
That's funny. All right, so hey, nice watch. Seiko's a beautiful brand. I recommend. That's like a really good Seiko and then Grand Seiko. But Seiko is very well respected within the watch community, and they make a lot of good movements. All in all, like if you get a well, we won't talk about watches, but you almost
would you recommend icing it out?
No, don't.
If only there was a video you could link people to about.
Don't ruin the freaking watch. All right, so Let's go here. Let me trying to see. Okay, so just set a reminder to keep pushing out good content and disregard the morons like Stathis out there. The boys love what you're doing. Yeah, no. Guys, that's not gonna affect it at all.
Yeah, so your lawsuit you got served from Mike Stathis won't affect your content.
Oh, I mean, dude, that'd be so funny if he did. I mean, I don't know how it would work out because I'm in a slap lawsuit state, but
Oh, that's where instead of suing people, you just slap them.
yeah, we just slap each other.
Yeah.
That's how it would work. No, I think he because I obviously like I saw like the content, so I think it's like interesting that he got really upset by a 24-year-old who just like said all I said was like some things are questionable and everything you say out there is going to be out there forever and can be found, and a 24-year-old with good technological experience can definitely find it.
Yeah, you
And
can't
he
believe
did.
he got so upset over a 24-year-old. Meanwhile, you get so upset over a dude with 3 viewers spouting nonsense.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Fabio, do you care about insiders buy? I really like your MPWC. Yeah, I mean, I'll pay attention to it, but it's not going to make or break an investment for me. I will pay attention to it. Oh, I didn't see this one. Almost skipped it. I can't be bothered by the degeneracy of such fireworks. Yeah, no, seriously. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was insane.
I want you to
Yeah,
do your.
huh?
I want you to do your best. Because somebody mentioned Don Fabio. I want you to do your best mobster impression.
I'll do maybe if I do a live stream tomorrow because I'm going out on the boat tomorrow, and I'll do the Don Fabio.
Fabio, what would you do if Apple came to you to buy your channel and Tim Apple said, "I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse"?
I'd say, okay, how much?
Okay, and then
your joke?
he goes, "I'll give you 50,000 for your channel."
No, that'd be no go.
Whoa, that's the Don Fabio right there for you.
Fabio's Fabios, clearly, yeah. Any thoughts on Nissan, Chinese company that has 11 more times cash to debt? Yeah, but a lot of these. Okay, so it's probably like a micro cap. I wouldn't really care for those, to be honest. On top of that, the majority of fraud in China will occur in that size. If I kind of pull it up, NISN. Okay, so I hope this is the Chinese one. Oh my gosh, dude, this is a micro cap galore. Ugh. No, I wouldn't.
20 million.
Yeah,
I
literally.
mean,
No.
goddamn, I could buy that company.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right, let's just stick up.
And market cap just doubled. You pumped it.
I just pumped it.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out the FTC down in the description below. Thoughts on Mike Stathis saying he will sue Strongman? I mean, good luck. Yeah, not really. Like we shouldn't.
Yeah, but the real question is, Mike's not going to be able to hire a lawyer. He like.
Oh gosh, yeah, true. Capital Mindset was Rick purchased. Yeah, no, it was. I purchased one share of Rick as promised for you guys.
And when you bought it, you went Rick and Morty. Let's just do that. That's the rest of the stream. Put that song
on. Okay, so. Capital Mindset, what does the recent news on Meta hiring slowdown announcement affect your overall stock analysis? Also, Cheryl leaving. Not much. I mean, the company needs to do what it has to do in terms of kind of adjusting to the environments that is changing. In this case, what? Oh, okay. We'll get to that in just a second. My wife's like, there's just one came in or something. But yeah.
250, bro.
250,000. Okay, so I'll get down to this super chat and then we'll come back up to the other stuff.
$2.5.
$2.5.
Yeah.
Bump.
And it came with a question afterwards.
No, I know. I saw that. Yeah. Which one, sorry?
I think the banks are going down so much because they're run by my ex-girlfriend.
So what is the reasoning for banks going down so much? Well, because banks, people in the retail sector kind of think that banks will make tons of money when rates go up. That's not necessarily the case. It has a lot more to do with the combination of factors of lending growth or lending quantity, right? Lending volume and rates, right? But if rates rise and that causes a massive drop in lending growth, which is what's happening, that actually comes in and hurts overall profits. Also, a consideration of balance sheet risk. So depending on the bank, you'll see some are going to be falling more than others. Some might fall less than others. So one stock that was being talked about in the Discord quite a bit because of some commentary that we've had on this channel in the past was, oh gosh, I forget the name. You guys are going to remember the name. It escapes me. It's not Ally Bank either, but Ally Bank does have exposure to auto loans. There's one that's even more exposed to auto loans. It's had a great track record in terms of returns. However, now it's not having a good time right now because all in all, auto loans are considered to be one of the riskier loans a bank can make. For I think obvious reasons if we kind of break down what it is that happens in an auto loan, right?
Yeah, I think the banks are going down so much because they're getting hurt by inflation so much.
No, I hate you for saying that. No, he knows how to trigger me. Now, the inflation side is valid to the point where you can see operational costs. Okay, they're doing it again with the. Let's let them.
That's just for the fireworks.
Let's let it get it out of their system. Okay, these New Yorkers. All right. Anyways, they have kids. They can have fun, right? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm the doofus.
You're 24 years old and you're already like these fucking kids.
No, I said they can.
How dare they have fun? Yeah.
I'm accepting of the kids having fun. Oh yeah, no. I'm saying I wait. Did everyone mishear me? No, I said they have kids. Let them have fun. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but up until you said that, you were being the guy who was like, how dare these kids have fun? I'm trying to do a live stream. These kids are having fun outside.
I'm trying to do a live stream in my house. How dare they not plan around this?
Actually, real quick, Fabio didn't want me to say this, but if somebody donates $100, he will call the police and file a noise complaint on the kids across the street.
I will not do that. I will not do that. That would be a waste of your $100. I will not do that.
You have to film. You have to. Do you have a portable webcam? Could you live stream the police arrest you?
Yes, live stream. No, I could call the local guards on them. So
what the hell are local guards?
Yes,
I'm picturing a guy in a suit of armor.
No, they'll just come in the car and they'll what? But that's going real Karen. I don't know. None of the neighbors next to me any of them are Karens, so they should be fine.
Nice.
They're all families, most of them. Anyways, I hope this answered your question, Chen MD4. But if I didn't, and you want to have a follow-up question to that, feel free to ask, and I'll continue. All right. So, Fabio Avocado. Never heard of this. Who has terrible management?
We were talking about mukbangs.
Mukbangs.
Fabio Avocado.
Because of Nikado Avocado. I received the video that I will not mention the contents of it, but it was very disturbing about him.
Mike Stathos is jerking off to Nikocado Avocado.
No, it's not the Nutella guy. The Nutella guy is another guy.
Oh, Joey's World Tour.
Yeah, Joey's World Tour. The Nutella video. They have a bigger problem with people invest well and have a large portfolio they will leave for a full service brokerage. Exactly. I completely agree with that, Dan. That's actually so when I first started investing, or one of my earlier times investing, not more to be accurate, I dabbled in Robinhood, and they didn't have any of the features they have today. It was really early stage, really, really early stage. And the moment that I was starting to get, any sort of serious portfolio, any serious money coming in, I was already out of it for a lot of the similar reasons. And I do enjoy, again, a lot of the benefits that banks can provide. I tell all my subscribers, I'm not sponsored by one, but go out and find the bank that's going to treat you best for putting the most money with them. Just do that. And there's plenty of ones that I've given examples, but a lot of them only make sense or not make sense. That's only true for Americans. I give an example of the bigger bank that's everywhere. You could have a local bank that has also really good features, but Bank of America is everywhere, and they do give you a lot of nice benefits for up to $100,000. Beyond that, then you just find another bank. But up to $100,000, the scale up in benefits is pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Anyways,
I joined Robinhood because for a time let you have infinite leverage, but then they fixed that. So
yeah, then they fixed it. I was probably early enough that I could have taken advantage of it.
yeah.
Hey, Fabio, can you fully analyze NVIDIA? You've discussed it with other semis, but I don't think you've looked at individually, at least in the videos. Can you use the model? Yeah, I mean, you're asking me if I can do a video on NVIDIA? Yeah, I can do a video on NVIDIA. Absolutely.
Say that 10 times fast.
Don Fabio's enemies are attacking the house. Yeah, no, it's like a artillery barrage.
What would you do if you looked outside and Mike Stathis is outside and he's actually shooting like Roman candles at your house?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, I'd be like, guards. No, I'm kidding.
Guards.
Guards, remove him.
Okay, I can't tell if Andrew Dempsey, that could be a real comment or that could be a fake comment.
We'll get to. I mean, we'll ask anyone's. Capital Minds. What do you think about FNF? Oh, that's
Five Nights at Freddy.
No, Five Nights at Freddy. No, I forget that stock. So FNF stock. That's familiar. Fidelity. Okay, Fidelity. That's why. All right, Fidelity. This one though is not. It's not Fidelity, the brokerage.
Yeah, because I was about to say they're privately owned, aren't they?
Yeah, they're privately owned. So this one is this is the title insurance settlement services. Honestly, I'd have to really take a look at them, but they'd probably yeah. Being a financial institution, it'd be something that I'd have to really look into. Let's look at the performance thus far.
Well, they've got a low PE ratio, so I would buy it.
No, don't do
and
that.
A high dividend.
Yeah, don't do that. There could be something going on in terms of like some. More than likely, there's something in there that's risk that we should actually take into consideration.
Would you say the dividend yield of a stock is almost similar to like the market's judgment of risk? Like if a company's paying like a 10% dividend, then that means people are counting in a lot of risk, basically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could think of it. Yeah, you could think of it like that. That's one way to think about it. I just saw actually that it just took me all the way down, and I saw someone actually added some extra color to the bankings, and I don't know if they repeated some stuff or added new stuff, but for the most part, when I just glimpsed over it, it looked pretty good. We'll get to it, of course. Thoughts on Nestle? How wouldn't it be time with so many headwinds in Europe? But would you check it out? Yeah, check it out right now. So let me pull up Nestle.
Just never post on Twitter that you invested in Nestle.
Really? Why?
Oh, that is the most hated company on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 100% say it.
I think it has something to do with like
they want to own all the water.
Yeah.
I remember what's his name who Bill Burr. Bill Burr made jokes about Nestle. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, the CEO should be taken out and something bad happened to him." And
I don't get all these people who pay for water. Like, just go outside, moron.
So Nestle is one of the gems of Switzerland. And all in all, I mean, it's a company that I would love to own, but it never trades cheap, man. This is another one that just doesn't trade cheap. It does. The market already identifies it as one of the best, if not the best, food company in the entire world. Very well run, et cetera, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think it's at a valuation point where I'd probably like it. But will I ever find it? Would I like it? Probably not. It's kind of my quick thoughts on Nestle.
Also, their candy's not even that good. So.
Candy's pretty good, man. Candy's pretty good.
What do they make besides the Crunch Bar? Which the Crunch Bar is good. I'll say that.
It's more about kind of.
Oh, they make butterfinger. Oh wait, no, never mind. These are all good, except for the Willy Wonka. All the Willy Wonka candy tastes horrible. There's never a single good one.
I get triggered very easily. That is very true.
Yeah,
that is very true. Get triggered like.
Yeah, it'd almost be like if a company like them making Willy Wonka candy that sucks. It'd be like if a company like, oh, we hired the real Santa Claus, and he's like an alcoholic, like 40-year-old. You'd be like, well, this just ruined everything that I was looking forward to.
True. Any thoughts on ARK's lowest market cap in the entire market? Just check the chart. ARCS. I want to be careful showing that, but yeah,
I'm interested.
All right, like no one buy this, please.
Unless it looks good.
No,
Okay,
it's not
price
gonna
is
look good.
0, so it's market cap is 1,000. Wait, you should buy it. Make a video where you buy it.
No, you probably can't buy this.
No, yeah, you just do. Wait.
Jeez. Let's try to
What
get
is
it at
that?
the top.
What did they
Dang it.
do?
Dang it, I can't get it at the top. Fuck it, I can't do it. I don't know what they do. Who cares what they do? Alabama, Birmingham.
I think they invest in Jeremy stocks.
They probably do.
That's probably what the
It's a
market
holding
cap's doing.
company.
Yeah.
Let's remove that from the thought. All right, thoughts on Jeremy admitting strongman is crushing him so far in this year? Good, he should admit it. Any thoughts?
Wait. When was that? Is that a new video?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Jeremy. Any thoughts on
Tell me
Marvel?
the video title for that.
Yeah, it's Marvel, not Marvel. Marvel. My wife's like Marvel. I'm like, no, Marvel.
Tony Stark. Oh, it's probably
my
this one
thoughts on
called
Marvel. Is pretty good company all in all. Lots of good tailwinds in terms of 5G infrastructure, but market now, I mean, for a while they're paying a lot. Last time I checked, and if I remember MRVL, let's pull them up. Yeah, they're pretty much. I mean, they're down actually a lot. Yeah, they are really down. So now they're about half. I mean,
so Marvel Technology makes like vibranium and
yeah, they make vibranium. They make the shields.
Yeah.
They make the
flying
the
ships.
adamantium.
Yeah.
They're adamantium smiths. That's what they
I would
do.
invest in that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, totally. Now that I sold you on Marvel, how much of your net worth are you going to put into it? Now that you know they make adamantium armor.
Probably like $7.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Thoughts on Kerning selling their watch division? Seems like a good move since Alessi Nardin's dependency on Russian buyers, although I think the announced sale in January.
Tony Stonk.
Yeah, well, if they announced a sale in January, that has nothing to do necessarily with the war. I mean, it could be because of the tensions, because the tensions were still already there. But, probably good for them. Good for them that they're doing that.
What's up, Beijing?
Oh, wow. We are really far behind. I got to catch up.
Yeah, that's why you need to work on that part.
Real quick. I know.
I want to read you this comment from one of Jeremy's new videos.
Okay, cool. And this is the comment I saw. That's good, by the way.
Well, you can read it.
Well, okay. Banks are down because of the risk of loan faulting due to increase in rates. So yeah, pretty similar then. At lower rates, they could afford. Yeah. So, but it's good addition. Can you discuss the benefits? Oh, sorry. Read the comment you read, and then I'll answer this.
Oh yeah, on Jeremy's new video, Frank Sinatra said, "I keep on getting $380,000 every week from a new trading platform in town." That's a whole comment. Yeah.
What?
Anyway, right. I would love for you to discuss the benefits of BOFA.
All right, so BOFA's benefits are pretty good if you ask me for the average person, especially because when I say average person, like just like not an institution, I'm talking about like a person. So a person who goes out, uses a credit card to buy things, etc., gets a mortgage and all that stuff. It's pretty good. So like, for example, after you pass 20K in terms of assets, which by the way, Merrill, which is their brokerage, counts in terms of those assets, obviously. And so you can build your asset base with Merrill that way. And then they actually then provide to you some of the benefits. So the benefits should be like standard in terms of like no fees, right? That I don't really care about that. Where it really gets interesting is if you're kind of like a credit card person, which, I prefer, for example, no annual fee cards that then give me more bang for my buck. And the Bank of America cards, when you start to accumulate more and more assets with them, start to become extremely powerful in that regard, where there are no annual fee and et cetera. And you get a lot of good discounts on various other products, such as lending, where you're not necessarily punished for. So like, if I explain myself properly, let's say you go to a bank like Truist Bank, and let's say I don't know what their policies are right now, but let's say they don't have these necessary benefits, right? That exist. You having your money with Bank of America doesn't necessarily affect, you not getting other kinds of benefits. So it doesn't like overlap to that degree, right? They don't contradict one another. You can have Bank of America will give you those benefits only if you have a certain amount of assets. And they have 3 tiers that you can pass, the 3 basic tiers being gold, platinum, and platinum honors. Platinum honors is 100K.
How much is for gold? 20,000?
Gold 20,000, 50,000 and above is platinum, and then platinum honors is 100K and above.
So,
then
So you need at least 20,000 if you want to get a BOFA.
Yeah. So like you're not going to get any of these quote unquote benefits until you have about 20,000 to put, and you don't get the bonuses, I think, until you actually put in that amount. So I would wait, use whatever brokerage you're using now, and then if you have in the range of that, you can open up an account now. No affiliate link. They don't even have a partnership program. I'm just literally telling you that because I like the bank. And you can get around, I don't know, like whatever it is that they're offering right now. It could be, I don't know. Go check it out. I don't really know. All right.
Yeah, I prefer to say BOFA instead of Bank of America.
No, yeah.
Because it's a mouthful.
Yeah, BOFA. Yeah, people say BOFA. It's funny. All right. So Kevin Mine said, do you look at him stock? Oh gosh. I know of it because it was like a YouTube stock or something. Him's hers. Jeez. I don't know people, man. Was this like an insurance company? Yeah, telehealth. Oh, telehealth. Yeah. Okay. No, man, not for me. I haven't looked at it, but can I look at it? I'll look at it right now. Let's go. Let's see it. All right. I have a little bit of a for it because it was a YouTube stock, so maybe I should come to it with an open mind. So let's go with an open mind. Explore treatments, shop products, meet hymns. Okay, so don't know anything about this. Erectile dysfunction, hair loss, anxiety. So what? They sell their own medicine. My gosh.
That just sounded like a hammer.
Yeah, I know. What kind of fireworks are these?
Yeah,
These are
and
really
how long
weird.
does it take for them to deliver?
Hymns or
Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, help me out here. Have you heard this company? I have never heard of the I don't know.
No,
what this company does.
I've never heard of ordering pills weekly for erectile dysfunction. I've never used that, so I'm not familiar with anything about this.
They don't only do that, Cole. Do you have any of these other things?
Well, what's funny is like 3 of those like lead to the other one.
3 of those lead to the other.
Yeah, like if you have hair loss or if you have like any of the first 4, you're gonna have anxiety and depression too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so yeah, they have like treatments. All right, sexual health, premature. What?
Fabio, are you ready for me to make your entire stream? Like everyone watching is gonna be like, I'm glad I tuned in for this.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so this couple is hosting a Halloween costume party at their house. And so people come in different costumes. Some people are like Iron Man. Some people are Batman. It's a big hero theme. Anyway, this guy shows up wearing blue jeans. He's got no shirt, no shoes, no socks, no belt, just blue jeans. And everyone's just staring at the guy. He's really weird. And the wife says to her husband, she's like, people hosting the party, she's like, you need to go over there and talk to the guy. He's just wearing jeans. And he goes over. He's like, this is a costume party. You're not wearing a costume. And he says, no, I'm a premature ejaculation. And he's like, what? How is that a costume? The guy says, well, I just came in my pants.
That's okay. That's pretty freaking good.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, continue.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did the guy get slapped in the face or?
Well, I don't know. It just ended there. Yeah. Those people cease to exist after that.
Those people cease to exist. The story ends.
Oh yeah, that's why I would invest in that company. It's a guy eating a gummy really close.
Yeah.
SEC filings with the same gif of the guy eating the gummy.
All right. Just trying to see if there's any like complete red flags, but
goodwill is like more than assets.
not. Whoa. Well, I mean, it is about 1/3.
Yeah.
It's less than 1/3, but it's just like getting there. It's not like crazy though. What did they acquire? Cash equivalents, short-term investment. I mean, yeah. Okay. I mean, to be honest, nothing like ridiculous. Now let's look at the cash flows real quick. Just just cash flow negative and then income negative. Yeah. Not for me. Too difficult. Too difficult for me. But I mean, if I did a video, I'd look deeper. But just doing this like live. So on to the next stock. When the bond market moves, who's doing all the buying and selling? Is it mostly large institutions, governments, quick banks, primary dealers, all that jazz?
It's mostly the Fed.
It's mostly Fed. Stop it. All right. Bobby, can you do a quick look at MGM? Yeah, sure. Why not? MGM.
That has somebody's hammering a nail right next to your mic.
No, that's literally fireworks across the street. I don't know why they're doing it today. 4th of July is tomorrow.
Well, it's probably time zones. So like it's 10 o'clock for you, but it's probably July 4th for them.
What? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Is MGM the place with the got roller coasters?
No, MGM Resorts. Who's this guy? Get out of here. No cookies.
Do they make
Okay.
movies?
No.
There's an MGM Studios, right?
Investor relations. Go there. Let's go to the financial info. Oh, SEC filings. Let's go. Let's just see. I just want to see like if there was absolute destruction. So I'm going to go to annual filings. Let's go to the financial statements. All right, here we go. Skip cash equivalents. They only show 2020. I mean, sort of kind of, but like, all right, no, long term that's actually going down, but I would like to see like the year before if there was like big destruction going on. Yeah, goodwill's not a problem. None of this a problem. In terms of, let's go to the income statement. Here we go. So breakdown in terms of revenues. Okay, here we have 2019. I like this. So 2020, we can see how it just like absolutely fell off a cliff and then somewhat recovered. So it hasn't recovered fully yet. Now this would you'd have to be doing kind of like a recovery analysis. See when do you think they're going to recover? What year do you think that's going to be? And then how that kind of shows up. And then from there, where they're going to go. So, yeah.
Why even? My question for you, Fabio, is why even bother investing in a company where you have to do all these assumptions about like recovery and stuff?
Well,
There's
that's if you
many
really
other
want
things
to. I'm asking from the perspective, like, I really want to own this company, right? I want to own a company that does this. Well, that's what you're going to have to do. You're asking of it, like, from the perspective that, well, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to invest in that. It's like, whatever, not for me. Also a valid point of view. So, yeah, that's kind of like covers the quick look, I would say. MGM in terms of, I mean, it's retracing. I mean, where's that at? It's pretty much like at where it was right before the pandemic. Pandemic lows was, $9.11. Something like CCL is now, I think, below their pandemic lows, if I remember correctly. Or at it. Yeah, it's basically at it right now. Yep. And it might get below it. Who knows?
Yeah. I never invest in any company that gets all their customers like severely sick.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, they sell like week-old seafood and the waves. Yeah.
Okay, so low to mid 700s. Also thinking about changing banks. I'm looking for a new credit card. Best cashback features.
I said
honestly,
Citi
like
Double Cash.
No, it's 2% is like the standard. Just compare according to your spending categories that you spend a lot on. I prefer like no annual fee cards. I mean, I don't really see that all in all that you do actually generate a tremendous amount of value with those annual fee cards. If someone wants to debate me on that, I mean, we can.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys spend like $100,000 or something on it.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like my goal is to spend as least money as possible. So I don't want a card that requires me to spend a lot for it to make sense.
Look into the Discover It card.
I did look at them. Oh, you're telling them? Yeah. I mean,
it's got cool categories.
Yeah. I mean, they fluctuate from my understanding.
Yeah, it's quarterly. There's like one quarter it's like gas, and one quarter it's like Amazon. Mm-hmm. I think the Amazon one's usually around Christmas too, so that's good.
I mean, compare the ones that, which ones are giving you the best entry bonus, right? Entry bonus as well,
that's
right?
True,
because I look at it as sort of like, if I'm going to spend that amount anyways, I look at it as a discount, right? Because, it's not, you're not making any money. If you're thinking that, poo-poo on you. But if you're going to spend $1,000 anyway, and you know that, and sometimes the bonuses are like spend $1,000 in 3 months, you get 200. That's a 20% discount on that $1,000 you were otherwise already going to spend. So you just spend $800. Cool.
Fabio, pull up Little Caesars.
They're publicly traded?
No, but I'm getting hungry. you could just type in my address and
Want me to buy you pizza?
yeah,
They're wrong.
it's all good, dude.
Oh,
So,
it's
fun
not a
fact:
spot.
this is Fabio's favorite pizza place. It's up
no,
there for me too. Okay, let's go to their menu. Okay, so we get the. Have you gotten the thin crust? It's pretty good.
All right. We'll get out of this because it's not a video about pizza. But if you want me to buy you a pizza, Cole, I can buy you.
I'm glad you went that. There's websites for that, by the way. On if you're starting Twitch, I forget what it's called. There's a website where basically you put in your address, it's hidden, and viewers can click on the link. They can have like a pizza brought to your house, or you set up the restaurants. So like you can have a Taco Bell ready to order. They click a button and they pay for Taco Bell, and it's delivered to your house.
Oh, okay.
It's probably rare. I don't think many people do that, but yeah, streamers do have their viewers buy them food. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Would I do that? Maybe not. All in all, like, I don't want to get like, garbagely fat. Oh, by the way, someone asked, like, don't dox yourself. Don't worry. There's no Little Caesars near me. So it took me to like the whole area.
Yeah, Fabio's on a VPN, so he doesn't even live in the US.
Yes. Where do I live, Cole?
Guatemala.
Oh, you missed your chance. You missed your chance.
Shit.
So I also
supposed to
got
go?
this card recently. It's pretty good, and it goes into your brokerage account. But I'd say that the only downside is that 1.5%. I only use it for its bonus, and I'm done with it because I'd rather just get the cash back and I'll just deposit it myself into the brokerage. I'll get that 0.5% extra, man. Ooh, makes a lot. But they also have, but it's very difficult to justify, is the Charles Schwab Platinum card, which allows you, well, back in the day, it was 1.25 cents per point, something like that, or whatever it was.
Yeah, the Crypto.com Visa card will give you 8% cash back.
Oh, yeah. By the way, remember that you should be thinking about investing in or putting your money in a risk-free account at Voyager Digital, where you can earn 9%, totally insured by everything. Would you say, Cole?
I would just say that Crypto.com Visa card, the best money we've ever had. With the new kind of money,
it's the only card that allows you to earn rewards. Like
with
that was
the new kind of
advertisement.
money comes a new kind of card. Crypto Visa metal card. I love when they promote things that are like useless. Like when they're like metal. They kept promoting it was a metal card. It's like, well, that doesn't make it.
Millennials love
better.
metal cards. Millennials love metal cards. If someone's like really, that's why the metal cards.
The first ever metal card, actually, every time you did a transaction, it played Metallica.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it was called a metal card.
I see. I'm like, am I learning something or is he messing with me? Dox yourself. Oh, I think that comment was about you doxing yourself. Yeah, because if I put your address right here, you would have doxed yourself.
Yeah, that's part of the humor.
Yeah. So just dock yourself, and I'll send you a pizza. I'll send you a Capital Mindset pizza. I'll give them the instructions and everything. Just like say, this is
you should run a promo where for every person who signs up for your premium Discord, send them a pizza.
Send them a pizza.
Yeah, one pizza. It's like a sign up bonus. Yeah,
that'd be weird.
So I think somebody in the comments said Bill Ackman hired Diamond Hands Investing.
No, I saw. Wait, I saw that there was one. I can't. Find
it wasn't that. It was he didn't hire Diamond Hands Investing.
What did he say? Oh yeah, no, here it is. Calvin Mindset thoughts on Bill Ackman merging MindGeek and OnlyFans into his SPAC. What?
Hey, we got an address. Actually? We got an address in the chat.
Wait, whoa.
No. Street address, but
yeah, it's not street address. It's not street address. So like they just drop it off in like the middle of the town. The pizza. Yeah, the pizza's just there on a bench.
Dude, maybe this is gonna sound so stupid. I'm sure old people are rolling their eyes right now. Never understood payphones because like people would just be like walking down the park and like the payphone will ring, like somebody's calling the payphone, and they go answer it, and they're like, Like, oh yeah, this is who you were trying to call. Or they'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to call Bill, and you're like, is there a Bill near the payphone? Somebody's trying to call you.
Is that actually how it worked? I mean, I wasn't.
Oh no, I've seen TV shows where like you call a payphone. I was like, how would you know they're there to answer it?
I have another comment from. I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Use the sign-on bonus to fund the good. Awesome, good. That's good. That's good use. But now, not looking to travel soon. Stopped eating out. Bonuses suck for $95 annual fee. Exactly. I mean, for the most part, the $95 annual fee for me, it's pretty hard for me to make a justification for it on a min max, right? Some might say like, oh, it's just of $95 per year, but if you're min maxing, why?
I think I can sell you on it, Fabio.
Go for it. Go. Yeah, you work at a bank. Let's go.
You can get the Sapphire Preferred card for just 25 cents a day.
When you put it that way.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good deal at that point.
When you put it that way. And whoa. And is this a metal card, sir?
I don't think so.
Yes, it is a metal card.
Oh,
Come
fuck.
on. Yeah, it's a metal card.
Yeah, I've got the not preferred one. I think I do have the Sapphire, though.
So the no annual fee ones.
What is that called? Yeah.
So there's the Reserve Preferred, and then there's the Flex, Freedom Flex, Freedom Unlimited, and Freedom.
Dude, do you see how many poor people are in the chat? This guy said 25 cents a day is expensive.
Why would you say that?
That's less than the cost of a cup of coffee.
That's how I whatchamacallit.
Here we go, Fabio.
That's how I justify people to buy my course that I found out existed.
It's true. $5 a month for the premium Discord. I mean, that's
no, I'm talking about the course. I'm talking about the course.
That's like, damn, my math's hurting, but it's like 17 cents a day or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
But yes, Fabio sells a course, but he doesn't get any of the money from it because he doesn't know he has it.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had one, and I found out that I had one like last week. So
I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could set up like a
course that you don't know you had.
No, I know I have it because I set it up, but I just put Graham Stephan's face on all the stuff,
and there's nothing in it. You just oh no. All right, so since Jeremy's having such a rough time, maybe we should chip in and have some TTF bowls delivered to him. Maybe it might cheer him up and might make him help the stock 10x faster. Yeah. Cole, like we talked about a little bit in Strongman's live stream. How do you feel about the whole like, didn't mean to show you that?
I'm immediately. Because I think somebody posted a screenshot in your Discord is when I saw it. I immediately went to the group text and I was like, Jeremy is such like a passive aggressive bitch. Like that was like it was humorous. Like if you ignore all context, it was humorous. But that's not something you do. Like that's so lame.
If you're gonna do it on your channel, you're gonna have like the thing. Remind Fabio to send me the pizza. Oh, didn't mean to show you that.
And there's gonna be like a huge like cock on the photo. Yeah.
What?
I'm going. Oh, I didn't mean to show that. Yeah. I honestly think Jeremy eating tattooed chef. I don't know if you watch The Simpsons, but I think it would be like Krusty. Do you know Krusty the Clown?
Yeah. I'm not that uncultured.
He has a McDonald's called like Krusty Burger. It's like a McDonald's Burger King ripoff.
Yeah.
The point is, he has to do commercials for the Krusty Burger. And he'll eat it and goes, that's good. And they cut filming. He's like, I almost swallowed it. I feel like that would be Jeremy if he ever had to eat tattooed chef. He'd be like, God, this food fucking sucks.
I mean, he's got a nice watch in him. But, so he I guess in that sense, I would say he might have some he's got some good taste, I'd say. But
yeah, have you seen his wife?
No, I haven't actually. Are you going to say something bad?
No, I don't know if he's ever shown her.
He has some Frank Mueller watches though, but
like the movie.
Yeah,
Mueller.
I always eat pizza on the street.
There's legitimately, I don't think there is a better way to eat pizza than on a mattress just flat on the floor, and like a little 12-inch TV like plugged into the wall. You're just sitting there with your pizza. You got nothing in your room except this mattress and this little TV, and you're sitting there eating your Domino's.
You know, I gotta tell you, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Taisa, do you understand how simple us men are? How simple life can be, that we can be happy?
Have you seen that?
Picture this. Picture this, sweetie. Picture this. There's a room. Nothing's there. Just a mattress. And I'm going to basically describe the whole thing. There's a TV, and that's it. Mattress, TV,
And
you have a box of pizza. Are you happy?
You wouldn't be happy. Stop lying.
She's trying to say that I wouldn't be.
Have you seen? There's so many memes of that. Have you seen the meme where it's like it's just a guy like he's like in a chair watching a TV and he's like content and happy, and it's like women get so infuriated that they can't be happy living like this.
She just said you wouldn't be happy, and I was like, I think I'd be happy. You know, throw in like a maybe
a porno. Yeah.
No, like a PS5. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a PS5.
Yeah, the guy with just a mattress in his room can afford a PS5, Fabio.
How much is a PS5?
Like $1 billion.
Oh, $1 billion? I
Yeah.
just buy like a gaming computer.
That's why
for like
Sony's
$3,000.
stock price is so high. Because they
You
sold like 10,000 consoles.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
No.
I said, "Oh, $1 billion. That's stupid. I'll just buy a gaming PC for $3,000."
You're not that funny,
PS5 actually.
Probably like $600. I mean, they so they sell the PS5 at a loss. Obviously, it's well, maybe it's not obvious, but it's a loss leader. And they actually had to they let you run Linux on it when it first came out, but governments were actually buying up they would buy up like 1,000 consoles and make like a supercomputer out of it because it's more cost efficient. Because the PS5 is sold at a loss, and you're supposed to make it up with the games. So, but the computers are actually so nice in them, you could just like put a bunch of them together and make a supercomputer. So they had to like take away the ability to run Linux, and now it can only play games. I read that the other day. I thought that was interesting.
I did not know that. That's interesting. I mean, so like, were they causing? Were they a big reason for why there was like a shortage?
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently, there's a PS4, maybe, but I don't know.
Either way,
there's a PlayStation.
A PlayStation. Okay. What about that Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo's aren't too good.
Yeah, because there's two companies on Earth, and people kind of guessed some of them. They were guessing them in that video I made about Disney. Yeah, some of you guessed right. The two companies. Capital
Disney
Mindset.
And Rick. Yeah.
What?
Disney
and Rick.
Disney and Rick. Yeah, the two companies that customers always go back to.
They can get shafted by Disney and Rick. So Joseph Carlson is adding Rick into Story Fund. He'll create a video on it tomorrow. Set it in his Discord. You're absolutely joking. There's no way.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that. I literally don't believe that. Would you ever buy Jeremy's GoPro stock? Like from him specifically? Like I know that me executing that trade is buying it off of him.
There's not a way to do that, is there?
No.
Yeah, you can't tell your brokerage you want to buy Jeremy's stock.
Yeah, you can't tell my brokerage, but you could probably do it like a private sale probably of it.
Like
what
behind
would be the
Walgreens,
point? Yeah, but what would be the point? I can just buy it off the market.
You can just make a video. I bought Jeremy's GoPro stock.
I'd have to contact him and be like, "Are you willing to sell
and
it?"
Make it. You'd have to make it. You'd have to make it an NFT to prove that he owned it through the blockchain. That technology.
Apparently, someone's agreeing with you and saying this chat is hella poor, except for the CPAs.
Yeah, I'm pretty poor.
I'll send you food.
Thanks, bro.
Just let me know. Send you a bread basket.
Yeah. If you can just send me like Pocky, that'd be
a Pocky.
Yeah.
I like Pocky, the strawberry ones the best.
Oh, wait, Pocky or Pokey?
Whichever. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like the little bread things with like the strawberry.
The thing I was eating. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, those are fire.
You kept calling them Takis.
The panda one, the panda snacks. They're usually.
I don't think you guys are talking about different things. You're saying Takis?
No.
I'm trolling you.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right. So let's see. Oh, pull up Plain Bagel's wife. This man wants me to die. You pull up Plain Bagel's wife and you look.
I'm not even.
No, I'm kidding.
God, dude, I'm not even. What are you?
I'm trolling you too. All right. She's heavy. Someone said she's heavy. Oh,
Okay, pull up. Ask her. Does she like these? Because I think that's what she was
Oh,
mentioning.
those are my. That's the one. I'm
That's
talking
her-
about.
Yeah.
that's your favorite,
Dude,
Yeah.
I had never heard of caramel before, and the caramel ones kick ass.
All right. I apparently got my answer. They cost like $500. So for the, and he's thinking about, yeah, it was the PS4 Linux. Do you mind checking out IMDb and pick apart their A+ financials? Yeah, let's do it. Let's. Oh, sorry. I said that. Yeah. INMD. INMD Stuk. Let's go to them. Let's go to INMD Stuk. In mode. I think this is a software company. Oh, they're headquartered in a specific country.
Israel.
Oh no.
Where?
Oh no. Ah.
Oh, and they were founded the year the bankers destroyed the world economy. What are the chances?
That's actually pretty good.
Something's fishy.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, coincidences. All right. Find provider and international. Okay, investors. Let's.
I just had my first firework outside.
Oh, you heard your first fire. How do you know that wasn't a gunshot?
No,
Based on
I
what you
literally
told
shipped
me.
this was my first one during the stream, but when I was bringing my groceries back inside, I was just adding my AirPods in, and a firework went off, but it was the middle of the day, so I was like,
So you actually thought, something's going
that was
down.
my first thought.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's go on the most.
'Cause
Let's
we
try to
got
find the most recent one.
My apartment
cool.
complex sent out an email. They're like, "Hey guys, it's January 4th, July 4th. It's July 4th weekend. Make sure not to leave anything valuable in your car." So like, that's nice.
Okay, so this one, okay, I always forget for foreign companies which one it is. Foreign issuer. It's not this one, is it?
Julius, that is not funny. That joke has been made 10,000 times just this year.
No, these are all the same freaking thing. And I'm trying to find a PDF variation. It'd be so annoying.
You know what PDF stands for, don't you?
Yes, tell me.
Penis, dick, fucker. I don't know. I was hoping you had something ready.
No, I don't.
What a horrible
I have
joke.
nothing for 2022. 2021. Let me look at it this way. It's much easier. I'm just gonna look up Plain Bagel now.
He's in my He actually responded to my comment. He made a video of like his top 5 investing YouTubers. And it's funny because I'm planning on making a top 3 investing YouTube channel video.
Here we go. Found it.
I told him I was going to include him in my list, and he gave me a heart, and he said I'd be honored. So I've definitely got to include him now.
Now you have to. Yeah, now you have to. Let me look. I'm trying to find financial statements here. Financial statements. Financial information. Operating and financial review prospects. No, that's
Jeremy's
not what I
dad
want.
has $100,000 invested in this company.
In mode?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Jeremy's dad's loaded, by the way.
Yeah,
Not
they used
going
to
to
be
dox
called
them.
they used to be called off mode, and I didn't like them then, but now that they're in mode, I think things are pretty good.
All right, found it. So here we go.
Fun fact, last10k.com is also referring to Jeremy's finances.
Yeah, it's easier to do it this way because I was trying to get through their 20F and it was just not coming out in the form I wanted it. So I like it like this, PDF preferably, but we'll keep it like this. This is fine. All right, so all right, accounts receivable. Okay, so cash equivalents. Let's look at that. So that's going from 2020 to 2021. 68 million. Marketable securities. Okay. So it's going up. So all in all, they have more of that. Short-term bank deposits. That's basic. That's pretty freaking liquid. Accounts receivable. Okay, so all that's good. All right. In terms of leverage, do they have nothing? Total current yeah. Total liabilities, total non-current liabilities. Yeah, where's their yeah, they don't have any debt. They have contract. They don't have any long-term debt. Accounts payable, stupidly small relative. So yeah. So you guys are right. Whoever was saying that, their pristine A+ balance sheet. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right. Let's go to their income statement. They're profitable. Yeah. So on a first glance, looks pretty good. Profitable each of the couple of the years that they've been operating. And in terms of like what analysts are kind of estimating for their growth.
Dude, if I ran a company on my like filings, I would just put liabilities. I would just put 0.
Interesting. Why are they so hold up? This is weird. Why is they're actually expected to grow about 30-ish% around there, almost 30% for next year. I mean, some people are a little higher, some people are a little lower. That's so weird. Okay, so this is trading, I mean, pretty.
Are we about to watch Fabio buy a stock right now?
No, but peaked interest for sure. Definitely desired to look deeper, or there's something like a fluke in terms of those expectations on growth. Maybe that's wrong. That could just be wrong, but it's priced cheaply last time I checked. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
PE
a lot of my ex girlfriends had a bad expectation of growth.
Oh my god, that's pretty good though.
Yeah.
But oh my god. Wow. So what is the market?
Wait. Over 5 years? Oh, I'm sorry. That was after hours. I thought the 5 years was the up 0.08%.
No.
I was like, oh, that's really close.
No. 5 years is up 221. It's outperformed
Yeah.
the market even after this downturn. Wow. So something's interesting. I mean, this is on the list. I already know that. Remember, there's 126 stock requests, individual, unique stock requests. Okay, those aren't repeated ones. So I know it's in there, but geez, I almost want to like. It's gonna be probably shoved a little bit closer to the top if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. What are the odds that a company in Israel is a good investment?
Well, actually, there was one stock that I talked about with which Checkpoint. I actually haven't checked them out in a while. Ha ha ha. So I haven't checked them. Yeah, they've actually performed really well. Actually, wow, look at that. So, well, relatively well. So I made a video on them like around here, and I think all of the other cybersecurity stocks are down a lot, and this is the only one that's like up because the valuation was so good at the time. Very slow growth. Valuation was fantastic. And relative to all the, and go check it out. It's in the or it should be in the content library, or you guys can just find it. Checkpoint Software and Capital Mindset, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, this is when I looked at other cybersecurity stocks, they were all bleh, and Checkpoint was the only one that presented a strong value, kind of more of a cash cow, slower growing, but that was fine. And they were returning capital to shareholders. I'm pretty sure it's the only one that's performed like that. So if I actually go, can I compare it on a year to date? Kind of, because I know the video is like around here. So I'll put it even at a higher price. So I'm gonna do year to date, and then we'll like just shove in a bunch of other ones. So FTNT, shove that one in there.
So does your wife just sit in the same room as you and watch the stream?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes she likes to have company. He's asking if you always sit in the room with me while I stream.
No, but specifically, like, she watches the stream. Like, why wouldn't she just like look at you?
On the weekends, yeah.
She's making excuses. She's saying a lot of her friends are traveling and stuff right now. So
Yeah, women can't be happy unless they're traveling.
Well,
he says women can't be happy unless they're traveling. But yeah, another one was what CrowdStrike, CRWD. What D? Is that it? Yeah, CrowdStrike. Yeah, so like a lot of the other cybersecurity stocks, it's outperformed the whole sector. Anyways, not patting on the back. Let's go back up here.
Yeah, pull up Little Caesars.
Stop it with the Little Caesars. This man wants Little Caesars really bad. Tysa hates Little Caesars.
Wow. Yeah, she said if
gross.
the pizza costs less than $40, she doesn't want it.
I let Nintendo abuse me way too much. No, I'm serious. The fans, the fans are yeah. I'd probably say that.
Do you know there's a Rick and
Oh,
Morty
there was a
anime
question. I
coming out?
didn't mean to skip this, but kind of just make it into an explanation for like a fifth grader. Repo and reverse repo.
I think it's important before you get started. I want to point out the GameStop subreddit where all the apes hang out.
Uh-huh.
They every single day they post what the repo and reverse repo numbers were because they think it has something to do with the short squeeze. So if you could just work that into your explanation.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So they post the reverse repo numbers because they think that if the number gets too big, then the hedge fund's going to be liquidated and GameStop is going to short squeeze.
Okay, good luck with that. But
Okay, so just work that into your explanation.
well, I was gonna do a simple explanation because that it's almost like its own video explanation. But so reverse repo and repo are both tools, and I guess you're also asking because under the context of Jeff Snyder. I don't know if you've been Snyder pilled, Ricky. I think you have, or one of the ones that have been. But they're just tools that the Federal Reserve tries to use in various fashions in order to try to manage rates. And simple as I can say it. So let's go to. There were some other comments here. I look skeptical, I guess, on the stock I was looking at.
I might have been talking about the PS5 thing. I don't know.
And then Lieutenant will abuse me. I know I am trying to get better, Cole, because I know you said I'm always like delayed. This is the point of being alive.
Yours delayed as Jeremy's thinking.
Yeah. There was a comment, I think, about. Wait, hold on. Thoughts on everybody recommending Masterworks now? Next scam, but what is this Masterworks? Never heard of this.
Oh, they make digital pictures of monkeys.
Really?
No.
What is it? What is Masterworks?
Well, whatever they are, they're better than Servant Works.
Masterworks, modern art investment. Oh, it's that thing. Yeah, not for me.
Where you invest in art.
Yeah, not for me though.
Yeah, real quick, I want your opinion on every time they're like, every time they put, there's also Fundrise, which is like that, but real estate. They're always like, yeah, all these bigwig billionaires have these special real estate deals that only they can get into. But if you invest in Fundrise, you can get the same real estate deals that they can. And I'm very skeptical that this is some like secret investment that's gonna like make you rich. I think it's just I think they're overhyping it.
No, it could make you rich, but like it's just a REIT.
But them saying like oh, Fundrise, it gives you access to real estate deals that only the bigwigs can get. I'm like, I don't know if it's a selling point really.
I mean, it's like there's truth to it, but there's like overhyping at the same time. So like, yeah, you're getting deals that only the big wigs can get, so to speak, because of the amount of leverage you can take on and the rates you can get, because larger pool of funds, right? Something that the average person may not be able to do. But it's just a REIT at the end of the day. It's just not a publicly traded REIT, so it's less liquid. And that's all.
Look, all I have to say is whenever I think about how can I make $1 million, my first thought is, oh, let me buy it in art. No, art. The art one's even stupider because that's not even. Yeah, they always like, yeah. Did you know art has outperformed the stock market over the last 40 years?
Is it really? Oh, yeah. I just clicked on their website. Wait, actually, I accidentally stopped sharing. I clicked on the thing. Wait, nope. Share. I just realized, so you guys weren't even seeing this. All right, so yeah, it says like SP 500 annualized return 10.2 with dividends, contemporary art 13.8. So you've massively outperformed the market. So what can we buy on here? I mean, I'm just curious.
I don't think the word blue chip even has meaning anymore because I've heard people be like, yeah, make sure you only buy blue chip NFTs. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't mean anything.
Oh my gosh.
Blue chip art. Blue chip art, like the picture of an egg in a gallery.
Yeah, like this is like, I mean, obviously I'm not like a genius for saying that at all. The speculation levels is through the roof here, because how do you know?
Yeah, if anything, that net annual, the fact that it outperformed the stock market only shows it makes me think it's a giant bubble. It's been
Yeah,
going
so
on for a while, but
I think that's what the guy's question was do you think it's a bubble? So I'd say yeah.
I'm gonna make a video at some point. But basically, I don't buy something unless I can hold it forever. Like if I bought, I know I've said I don't care about dividends, but if I bought a share of Exxon, I don't have to sell the stock. They're gonna pay me. With a painting, you literally have to sell it for a higher value. That's the only. You're not getting like passive income off of it.
Yeah, it's true. I want to just say this. So apparently, this is what you were referring to earlier.
Yeah, I know he uploaded a video called "The Truth About My Investments," but I haven't watched it yet. It's 26 minutes.
Just dropped a video mentioning a challenge he did with his boy named Belly. Rue. Yeah, I think it is Rue. I think it's on the nose a little bit there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
Yeah. I work in the same sector as Checkpoint, and they're the laughing stock. Yeah, they are. I know that actually, because I talked to some people working in the cybersecurity. So their products are, and actually, if you actually look at their reviews, they're not that good. But relative to the others, it's just as a business, they were just the cheapest. Yeah, absolutely. On a terms of a product standpoint, they're not good. I mean, you could again just do like a preliminary look if you don't work in the industry, and then you just look at how people review it on the commercial side. Checkpoint, I think, is the worst one on all accounts. So,
I was gonna say, but finish your comment first, but then
no,
remind,
it's
yeah.
they're definitely not the one you want to shift through when the dust settles and say, which cybersecurity company do I want to own for the next leg up? Definitely wouldn't say Checkpoint would be the one. But, at the time, it was the best valued. And that's just it.
Yeah. So RK said, "Can I buy a piece of the Mona Lisa?" I've brought this up on Strongman Stream before, but there are fractional NFTs. You can buy. They break the NFT up into pixels, and you can like, oh, I own this pixel. So like, if it sells for like $100,000, and you own 1% of the pixels, you get $1,000 from it. Pretty
wonderful,
pretty smart investment. They do that with homes, I think. Like I think you can buy. Well, no, I think that was a theoretical NFT option. Like if you turn your home into an NFT, and you could sell like 10% of your home to someone, they can't live in it, but once you sell your house, then they get 10% of the proceeds because it's an NFT.
Yeah. Well, in a way, homes are on their own respect non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, Fabio, I'm glad you said it. I was just about to tell you. For those of you that don't know, NFT stands for non-fungible token. So fungible is like $1. It means like you can exchange them for the other. But non-fungible means like you can't exchange them.
Yep.
And token, I don't know what the token part means.
I mean, token, I think, is something that represents something like some form of value, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's
but the point is it's non-fungible.
Yeah. Like, well, and one is not the same as another one, which is, like a house isn't the same as another house, even if they're right next to each other.
If they just called, like, if it had been called something else in the beginning, I think it got a lot of hype because it was called non-fungible token. Like, if it had been called like doo-doo art, like nobody would have invested in it.
Yeah. What do we see this? So hating Little Caesars, so hip, so hops and cool. Yeah, no, I love Little Caesars. Right. I mean, it's cheap and good. It's cheap and good. Little Caesars terrible after 2 slight. That's how actually. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Okay. Okay, so let's go for this. Well, I see this. I'll see if there were any other questions. And Cole, you can do me like a solid and see if there's any others. Oh, this is the chemical company. No, they're pretty good. I like them. I'm going with different ones, but no, I think you could do worse. You could do worse. Yeah.
Look, all I know is that Jeremy's public account will definitely rip much higher as soon as Risk On comes back.
As soon as risk on comes back. Yeah. Which is more lagging indicator, Fed funds rate or prime rate? Cole, I'm just going to let you answer it with a guess.
Well, I was just going to say that I don't really care about the Fed funds rate because dollar bills are fungible. So I don't really look at them. But non-fungible tokens like NFTs, I think those are a bigger deal for the economy.
Yeah. After the repo markets, just another sec. Yeah, I would say, and that's what Jeff Snyder would say too. There's an effect to an extent, and then afterwards, like it's the fact that it doesn't follow exactly consistently the trend theoretically. He would say is like more of a sign that it's not how the system really works the way that people say it does. Right? It's like a sign. All right, so trying to get through everyone's questions.
Did you know shares of a company are fungible?
Well, because yeah, they're interchangeable. Like you can't tell the difference between my share of Apple and your share of Apple.
Yeah, that's why I stopped investing in them.
I just saw one of the funniest comments. I only buy blue chip.
PG.
And then this is also a point towards you. You're wrong, Cole. I'm kidding. Well, obviously, a lot of people would go into these things and say like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to show you all my success."
Yeah,
but you're also wrong about this.
Yeah, dude, there's this YouTuber I fucking hate, and if you're in my Discord server, you know it's like every day I post multiple of his videos. It's called like Nicholas Crown or something. He makes. Have you seen any of that? Because I've sent to you some of those YouTube shorts. I think where he's like, it's rich people versus really rich people. It's just like a stupid skit that has no point.
Oh yeah,
But
you have some.
He has one where he has one about investing in art, and he's like the rich guy is like, oh yeah, I just bought this piece of art and it sucks, and he's like, sounds like, and the really rich guy's like, sounds like you didn't buy investment grade art. He's like, actually, I invest in some up and coming artists, local community college. He's like, I just had this one, bought this one for 18, and now it's valued at 30. And the guy's like, oh, I'd sell that and use the 30,000 to fund a vacation. He's like, oh no, I meant 30 million. And the guy goes, oh, and the video ends. So that's why he's really rich, because he buys art.
He buys $30 million art.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you do, man. Did you see that Warren Buffett bought more Occidental Petroleum?
I thought he bought more art.
Yeah. Well, Occidental Petroleum shares are art.
Well, he actually bought the Mona Lisa.
No, he didn't. Did you see that chick who threw cake on the Mona Lisa?
Yeah, but the cake was her ass. So
Cole, PG. So, you don't know if kids are listening.
Well, they shouldn't be. You had to be 18 to invest.
But is it fungible? RK asks.
Yeah, the Mona Lisa is fungible because you can just make a fake one.
So ASML is traditionally, if you know about this company, it's kind of like thought of as kind of a quasi monopoly in their respective field. They were actually started by a group investment. I think it was NVIDIA, Intel, and another company, maybe Taiwan Semi or someone like that. But they sell these big little machines. I'll show you guys in a second. But one thing I'll just highlight in terms of commentary, the whole market kind of looks at them like that already.
That was
so
a cool effect.
Yeah, it was pretty cool actually. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll just go to the first one and then we'll go down. So for those of you who don't work in the semiconductor industry, I count myself among you. I'll just
for those of you that are poor.
For those of you that are poor, they sell machine, right? Big machine, big expensive machine.
That's how it works. They just bounce lasers off of mirrors.
The ones who are working in the semiconductor, I bet you they'd love for you to describe what this machine does.
Well, I make semiconductors at home when I'm
all right, cool. What does this machine do?
It helps run. So you've played Minecraft, right?
Yeah, I play Minecraft.
Yeah. So like if you loaded Minecraft, this one would load it up in like 2 milliseconds.
What? All right.
Have you ever tried to order? Let's say you're mining. Let's say you're mining NFTs, right?
Let's refurbish. Oh, the wrong one. Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
This thing could probably mine like
What does this
seven
do?
like 7 NFTs.
What does this do?
I can't see. Click on it. I can't see your mouse. You're talking about the Yield Star, dude. I have
Yeah.
like three.
What does
I have
this
like
yield
3 of
star do?
those.
As a person who is very experienced in all things semiconductor production and
Yeah.
testing.
So as
and
you can
everything,
see on
equipment.
the picture on the right, there's 3 coffee machines, and you can go up to them and you just select if you want vanilla, caramel, and it pours the coffee for you.
Yeah, and it's just like a several $100 million machine, or it's probably in the mid.
The coffee's really good.
What about this thing? What is it? What does
That's a
this
guy.
man do?
Yeah. Okay, so the right one is actually for rainbows. Like if you try to, because you've seen rainbows before, right?
Yeah, I've seen rainbows.
Yeah, so every time you're
Yeah.
like, you can't figure out where the leprechaun is. Well, that one, you just hold it up to the rainbow and it reveals them.
Well, anyways, on a serious note, that is this a game? Anyways, in a serious note, ASML, pretty. So for what it is that they do, there's not really much competition, but then that breeds the potential that one day there will be, or something that changes the technology, changes so that they're less necessary than before. So that's what you have. It's priced for that. You can see there on a preliminary look, it's priced at a PE ratio about 33.29. So you're not getting this at a bargain basement price. It pretty much trades there consistently. It's traded more expensively. So you could say on a relative basis, it's had more expensive, it's seen more expensive days or more expensive quotes. All in all, it's performed excellent in terms of that max. You see 15,000%, but even over that 5 year, it's outperformed the market. So it has outperformed. If you somehow, timed it and sold it at the very top, I'm just curious to see what.
Or you just buy it now because it beats the market.
Yeah, it just always beats the market.
Yeah.
500. Yeah, it's
and I wanted to point out, I just want real quick. I wanted to say, somehow Palpatine returned.
Somehow Palpatine returned. Oh no, yeah, that reminds me like how I just don't like Star Wars anymore. But yeah, I totally get you. In my opinion, KLAC, LRAC are by far the best semi equipment plays at the moment. Yeah. So I think because you're referring to this, definitely there. I need a bleep button. Absolutely do. Like I said, for all you guys talking about semis, I think my personal opinion is you guys are going to be able to find some interesting plays over the next year or so. I think, I could be wrong, but like
when I first heard about semiconductor companies, I thought they were like train companies. It was like a train conductor.
How long ago is this? I would forgive you depending on how long ago that was.
Like last year.
You're not really forgiven for that. That's not really forgivable. You didn't know what
semis are like 18 wheelers, right? It's like another.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, train conductors for 18 wheelers.
Yeah. Okay. Somewhat forgivable there.
Why are there no like full conductors? Or are there?
That's a good question. What? You see.
Capital mind blown. What if that was the whole, you have to buy 2 semiconductors because you have to put them together?
Oh, that's why. That is why.
Yeah, duh.
It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the conductivity.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So they semiconduct electricity.
Oh yeah, I mean, I already knew that. Fully. Yeah.
It has to do with that. Nothing to do with what you were saying. All right, so LRAC's own.
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, if a semiconductor company could be worth like $300 billion, and like a full conductor could be like $600 billion.
Yeah.
Seems like an untapped market.
Well,
as bacon memes would say.
Yeah, it's fully untapped, full conductor market. Exactly. What I want to see here is, since we're talking about semis, I mean, Lam Research. This is one that I think the market or investors as a whole can kind of tell there's definitely tons of tailwinds here. Trading relatively cheap, definitely at a discount to the market, 12.34. Is it justified? Maybe so.
Yeah, I did some lamb research. They're delicious.
I had lamb yesterday. It's pretty good.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
Is it expensive meat?
Probably. There's no McDonald's lamb burger.
I don't buy things usually from the store. I have it
Damn,
bought.
dude.
I have it bought for me and brought to my. I'm kidding.
Okay, lamb. Yeah, it looks like lamb chops are. Oh, well, this is.
Well, I
from,
love lamb. Don't tell me the price because then it'll make me more hesitant to buy them. If
What
they're
about from
expensive.
Omaha Steaks?
Oh, Omaha Steaks. I like
Yeah, you
them.
can get 12 6-ounce New Zealand lamb rib chops for $150 plus $20 shipping.
Is it bad that I don't have relative pricing? How much is steak?
I mean, it's a banana. You know,
It's the same cost.
What could it cost? What could it cost?
Yeah. No, but I love lamb. So we had lamb on the grill.
My main
yesterday.
issue with eating lamb is all the wool.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I don't take that out.
So you have to like floss it.
I bring on. I eat baby lamb too.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the name for that? It's not veal. Veal is cows.
Yeah, veal is cow. I don't know what baby lamb is.
It's got to be a fan.
They
They can't call it. So I worked in the restaurant industry, so I'm gonna let y'all know a secret. The reason it's called veal is because if you called it baby cows, nobody would eat it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, for real. Did you bring what I thought you brought? Oh, you didn't bring mine.
Little Caesars?
Nah, sushi. We had sushi.
Dude, Fabio, you're such a weeb, dude.
Well, I mean, like, what can I do? I mean, I got some sushi, got some chicken, some Nashville hot chicken.
Ooh.
Totally
From KFC. Yeah.
No, KFC. You know what? I had KFC actually twice in my life. And
okay, apparently the name of a baby lamb is a baby sheep. Apparently that is. We just learned that.
Oh, okay.
So lamb is the name of it.
Has someone told you?
According to bacon memes, but he would know more about pigs. So.
Yeah, you know what's really bougie? Well, I don't know if that's $8 to $10 a pound, right? Beyond Meat. That expensive? It's pretty. Is that considered expensive?
God damn, dude.
I don't know. Like, I don't do the shopping. Like
meat is expensive in general, yeah. But like Costco sells ground beef for like $3 to $4 a pound.
Okay.
Beef.
Now I feel better buying it at Costco. At least that. One of my buddies, he bought for.
Yeah,
but
he's
I didn't
Jewish. You've brought it up.
No, I wasn't gonna bring in the religion into it, and it wasn't him. But he had purchased some Kobe steaks. Those were really good, and I know that's expensive. I think that's like 100.
Yeah, there's different like
pretty good. I wouldn't buy it, but
yeah, because I think the most expensive like steak that's like you could find in a restaurant is like it's like $800 for like a, and they only give you like 4 ounces.
Yeah, and they probably put like gold on it.
There's no gold or anything, but it's just like there's not even really any meat. It's just fat, but it's not like fat on like it's more like it's like eating butter almost. It's like meat butter. It's like because the fat is so like tender. Maybe is the word.
That's how the Kobe steaks were. Or sorry, Wagyu, not Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's a specific region.
Yeah, I think it was. Didn't he die?
Who?
Kobe.
No. I hate you. Stop. Yes, he did, but that was crazy. That was a crazy year. 2020 was a crazy year, how it just started.
Yeah, what happened in 2020 again? Was there some like thing?
Dude, what didn't happen? There was like the in the United States, there was like the thing.
Yeah, what was it called? Like COVID or something?
Yeah, I think you're allowed to say it on YouTube now.
Yeah, it was so long ago, I forgot about it.
So long ago. It is a long time if you think about it.
Dude, I went to the store and I saw somebody wearing a mask. Dude, I punched them in the face and I put a Trump sticker on their car. Dude, have you seen? There's a YouTube short / it's probably every YouTube short's also on TikTok. They just upload it to both. There's this guy. Yeah. He's dressed up as a police officer, and like I swear his name tag just says like officer. Like it's not even like a name. And he's like he's pulled over this guy. It's just a skit, but it's supposed to be played off as real. And he's like I'm gonna do you a favor, son. You keep this wagon under 65 miles an hour. I won't write you a ticket. and I'll rip that Biden sticker off the back of your truck so nobody thinks you're a dumbass. And then all the comments are like he's an American hero. Like, yeah, we need more officers like this. Dude, I hate social media.
I mean, what do you use as social media? I only use
YouTube, Discord, and that's all I post on.
Yeah,
I have a Twitter, Investing with Cole. If I have one follower, but the one follower has 500,000 YouTube subscribers, so I'll just throw that out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a buddy of mine.
It's your buddy?
Yeah. He's the one who told me to make a channel.
Yeah, I think Capital Minds has a Twitter, but I've never posted anything on it. Cole,
somebody, yeah. So I'll say this: any left-leaning site that I've gone on, I've been banned for being like a Nazi fascist, and any right-leaning website I've been on, I've been banned for being like a heart-bleeding liberal, left-wing. So I'm hated. No matter where I go, I'm hated.
So you're a communist.
Well, so basically, I just have I think some things here make sense, some things here make sense, but instead of looking at what I agree with them on, they focus on like if I'm 99% Democrat and 1% like Republican viewpoints, the left-leaning sites like zone in on that 1%, and they're like, "Fuck you," and then but on the right-leaning sites, I could be like 99% right-leaning. And the 1% left-leaning, they're like, "Fuck you," and they So you got to be completely lockstep. I'll say I support universal health care. I'll throw that one out there.
I'm all for only the rich having. I'm kidding.
That's true. Yeah, only the rich should own. Yeah. Fabio, I think you're gonna like this joke. Somebody told me that we should ban health care, and I said, "Oh, so you think only the rich should have health care?"
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's your gun joke. You think is so funny,
dude? Because I mean, that's basically what happens. But all right, so let me see this. So there's a question here. So you're God instead. You're not
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. It's funny you Hold on. Give me a.
Be careful. What are you going to show us?
And we talk for like
no yeah I have questions to answer because there's new questions that came in. Any thoughts on Oracle or Texas Instruments? I love both stocks, but I think they're both overvalued despite the drop. Any thoughts? Well, I mean, two different companies in their respective field, but Oracle, I actually know a guy because I went back when I did a lot of tutoring. I tutored the daughter of a guy who was pretty high up at Oracle, and me and him got along, so I'm a little biased towards liking Oracle in that front. But I like the company. They have a good future ahead of them. But as far as the cloud providers, they're not going to be like the one that makes the most noise.
I use X videos for those asking.
Oh, okay, cool. And Texas Instruments. I mean, they have a lot of their focus is going into the massive growth in the automobile sector, if you actually look at what the company's saying. So I think probably both, if I were to guess, if I were to do an analysis on them, I'd probably conclude that they're not at the best price points. So
yeah, what I want to go grab, the guy who asked if I was God, does this answer your question? Yeah, The End of Faith by Sam Harris.
Is it a good book? I haven't read it.
I haven't read it either.
Oh, you just own it?
Well, I don't own it. It's a library. Free, dude.
You see, I love Dom every time he makes these jokes because he says I'm the limit.
Well, you are liberal because of you're communist.
Yeah, I am. I'm a communist. I'm the ironic communist.
Yeah, didn't you send me a porno and you said I'm a communist?
No, I never said that.
That might have been somebody else.
Cameron said, how can we calculate cost of capital when a company issues and shares elude us? Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, you're referring to that, for example, free so we can underperform. So, I mean, depending on I know what you're trying to say. So yeah, I would actually you could do an earnings yield kind of method, cash flow yield kind of method, and see because you're giving up ownership. I understand where you're going with that thought process. and I like it. So yeah, if you see that they're issuing shares, you can kind of try to pencil out what is that associated cost. Of course, you're going to kind of be creating your own custom measure there, but you know, all well and good. Now we're getting more stuff about you being, you know, an F word. Uh, what will the 100K subscriber
Wait,
special be? I vote
what'd you
for
have for it?
capybaras or mullet. Capivara, but it's capybara.
No, it's capybara.
Capybara.
The little pig thing.
Well, okay. Tell you what, if somehow Capital Mindset grows to that size, I'll get an actual capybara, and
The
there's
dress is a capybara.
and I'll dress as one. Wow, this is gonna age well. Like, just people are gonna be like, remember your promise.
And you put
Okay.
That's one of my favorite emotes, by the way. The little monocle. It's very sophisticated looking.
It's very sophisticated. Taisa,
In fact, I need everyone in chat post the monocle emoji right now.
BARAS.
this thing.
Yeah. Oh, we write it in a different way. Oh, yeah.
This is apparently what she wants me to show everyone.
Is it porn?
No, I mean, if you're doing with this thing, that's pretty.
Yeah,
sweet.
what the fuck? No, go up one. What is that?
Where's what?
That picture.
Where's what?
Second row, second picture.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a loving family.
They're playing what's the game where you leapfrog? Playing leapfrog.
Yeah, they're playing leapfrog, or you know, like what's the word for it? Like the
fucking.
Wait, hold on. Let me stop
eating
sharing.
its ass. Well,
Okay, don't children. Just
you
join the
showed
stream.
the picture.
You mentioned repeatedly that you believe consumers will reject higher prices. Majority of the U.S. economy is spending. Do you expect the stimmies Fed to pivot? I mean, I don't know, man. They could do it, but if they do it, then I won't be surprised. They're probably going to panic or something. More likely to do that. All right. What's this? Crocs 10x states. Crocs 10K. Sorry, 10x. Oh my gosh, getting tired. States 2020 accounts receivables. 2021 accounts receivables. What is the change in accounts receivables on the balance sheet? Is well.
Sounds like you got a lawsuit ready.
Sounds like I got a lawsuit ready.
Yeah, dude, they're lying on their 10K.
No. It's my brain's like half functioning here, right? But I can already see where it was going, because did you took a change, but you forgot to include the fact that they had an operational year, so they were making sales, right? Some of it gets, it just depends on the payment. It's not necessarily the case, was what I'm trying to say. I know where you were thinking that, but they were operating throughout the year.
How many times have you listened to Every Day Bro by Jake Paul?
What is that?
It's Every Day Bro with that Disney Channel flow. 5 million on YouTube in 6 months. Never done before.
I'm gonna do this just
all
for
the
fun.
competition, man. PewDiePie is next.
Yo, what's up?
Actually, what I meant to call about earlier was,
dude, that's Little Caesars.
Your stand-up out, just so I can just bring the trailer tomorrow.
No. Yeah, you can take your stand up. I'm taking up the stand up. You're on a live stream right now, Chris.
You know,
by the way,
it's Nick Compton and my colors stay popping.
No, man. I mean, I'm finishing up, but
yes, I can rap, and no, I'm not from Compton. England is my city, and
I don't know if they can hear you.
10, then my YouTube would be shitty. I'll pass it to
all right.
chat.
So yeah. Well, yeah, you can bring out your stand up because we're going on the boat.
2 months ago, you didn't know my name, and now you want my fame.
All right. So just answer the phone to Chris. No, because I felt bad. He called me earlier, and I'm not going to pick.
Actually, what if I called you right now?
If you call me, that'd be weird because we're in the call basically. All right, so then kind of just to finish off this, then I'm going to kind of get off. But
yeah, we've been on
because this is like an accounting question. So the change in accounts receivable is not the decrease and increase in the cash of the customers of the company. Change in accounts, decrease, increase in the cash. My brain is half working. Jeez. So I'm trying to understand where you're going with this. So change in accounts receivable is not the decrease / increase. Well, okay. No, it's reflected because it's a balance sheet line item. It's reflected of how much is owed to them within the given year. But there's things that can change throughout that time period, as in there's some that they can be written off. There's some that can be realized sooner rather than later. So depending on how it's updated. So you got to actually consider for that. If you go through each of the financial statements, it will all add up. But yeah. All right. So
Fabio, when Tessa
yeah,
Brooks
this
said,
one also gives another
when Tessa Brooks said, "Let me educate
Written
you,"
off.
and
There you go.
I ain't talking book. What do you think she meant by that?
Who?
She said, "Let me educate you," and I ain't talking book. What do you
Who
think
said
she meant
that?
by that? Tessa Brooks,
Who's that?
Team 10.
Who's that? You think I'm joking when I say like I'm in culture with like
No,
celebrity
I know
culture?
you're not.
Okay.
No, it's some shit. Just like the most annoying YouTuber.
Oh yeah, no.
But he's like
I'm
huge popular because he was like on Disney Channel and stuff.
yeah.
He's like he's been like he's had the police called on him like multiple times for like nothing like criminal, just like civil stuff. Like I think they like emptied out their pool and like shut off like $10,000 of fireworks or something, and like disturbed the neighbors or something.
All right.
It's all years ago.
I'm gonna have to end the stream, guys, but it's because we're approaching 2:15. So on that note, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the
And
next one.
subscribe to Index Investing with Cole.
And subscribe to Index Investing with Cole.
Ooh, we did it.